Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Alright. And we are live.
Live?
We're live.
Okay.
Live, laugh,
All right.
love. Live, life, love, love. I forget. What's the saying?
I don't know what you're trying to say. What are you trying to say?
Live, laugh, love? Is that
The what? The Black Club?
the Black Club? You heard me right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Black Club, Black Power. Woo woo. Well, hey there, guys. Jubilee, the dead man, coming back at you once again with a PNC.
No.
Oh,
No.
you were looking like one earlier because your camera lighting.
No, I'm not a person of color. No.
I mean, we've got some color, you and me. It's true.
No, we whitewash Mexicans.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's also
That's what
true.
we are. That's what we are.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to, I believe this is episode 13. You may realize that StrayDevilFox has not said a word yet. Is because let's just say he said some.
It's not here.
Let's just say he said some questionable things in our personal chat, and the FBI has found him. And we won't be seeing him for a long time.
Man, the man.
We banned him.
Banned him.
The FBI found him, and we said, well, you can't say that kind of thing.
We fucking yeeted him out of the fucking existence.
Yeah, so no more of him. It's a good thing. It's pretty good. So, editor, do what you will. Either fade out his screen or X him out. Put a skull and crossbones over his head. That'll work. At least I think so.
We'll do that.
Yeah, thank you, editor. Alright. Well, episode 12 is out. A lot of shit has happened between, I believe... Oh, God, when was the last one we did? Was it...
20 years ago.
I think it was February. I think it was the last one we did.
It was too fucking long ago.
It's pretty crazy how long it was ago. But, yeah. A lot of stuff has happened. Let's just start out with what we've been doing so far, you know?
So what do you do? Are you gonna start your week or?
Yeah, I'll start my week. I think I'm pretty to start my week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, first off, let's just say, I know I promised last time, but I said he wanted Shovel Knight Showdown because I said we wouldn't have Scott Pilgrim in that time, but, you know, shenanigans ensued and months have occurred, so Scott Pilgrim has been out for a very long time, so Scott Pilgrim is playing in the background. Other than that, it is a going. Time hasn't been moving. What have I been doing these last couple months? Well, you might have seen I put out a video of Left 4 Dead, which I think came out pretty okay. It was with me and the boys. What I've been doing? Well, I don't want to say my big project, but I'm sure no one's...
You give us a big preview of your big project.
Okay, here's a frame for half a second. There, you seen it? Yeah, pretty good, right?
What an amazing little thing you've shown.
Thank you. So yes, I have been animating as of my big project. What you've seen was not the biggest project, because that one was my old project, but you know, good stuff. I am streaming my animations. If you do want to see me, I will put a link into the description below. Unfortunately, I do stream at 3 a.m. due to my work schedule. Not the best time to be streaming, but it is what I can work with. Other than that, I also wrote a song. I need to hire some people. Hopefully they can make it real, but I think it's a pretty funny song. It's definitely not like a pop song. It is like old Western country type of song, but I think it's pretty funny. And I think people will like it. If you don't like it, then tell me to stop what I'm doing. And
Is it gonna be like that song we heard when we were playing TF2? That really racist song? Like that?
What?
Remember that time? We were playing TF2 together, and there was just some guy who had a fucking phone to his microphone, and he was playing like a really hard racist song on blast.
I don't remember that. I hope to God. No, I hope to God my song's not like that. Oh no.
It was fucking wild. Like everybody was fucking spamming boot the fucker, but nobody was fucking voting in time. So he was just there blasting his racist song.
Oh boy.
I don't have his fucking name anymore. I had it on screenshot, but I don't have it. But I hope he that full. I hope he doesn't. No, wishing people die is immoral, or not immoral. It's wrong. I hope his computer blows up in his face, and he lives.
And his house burns down with it, so he loses lots of money. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Take that racism. Fuck racism. I want that sweater that Travis Touchdown has. The sweater that says fuck racism.
Yeah.
Strong and strong. I like it.
Simple. Yeah, it gets the message out pretty strong. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've just been trying to work on projects. Unfortunately, I've been slacking just a wee bit, but you know, still working on stuff. I'm not giving up. The project is going. It's still moving along. So all is good in the world. What have you been doing, Mr. Pixel Dude?
I've been doing a lot of junk. I watched the new Space Jam.
Oh, you did?
That bad. Oh. It's not that bad. People are like, it's the worst movie ever. There's so much product placement. And it's so boring. It's like, I've watched the first Space Jam with CJ and my girlfriend, and it's like, it's not that bad. The first one's like, okay. It's not like amazing. It's just cute, like for what it is, and like kids will like it and stuff or whatever.
A product of its time, right?
Yeah, and it has product placement too, like Jordans and like whatever.
Yeah, I heard McDonald's. I heard it was like a Burger King scene with McDonald's in the background.
Yeah, so it's just like it's whatever, and then it's just like, oh, the audience in the background isn't all HBO properties or whatever, or Warner Brother properties. It's all Cartoon Network and Boomerang properties or whatever who owns them.
Oh, in the first one?
Yeah, in the first one. Because it's just all animations that are owned by those properties.
Oh, weird. I remember that. I just thought it was just like stock footage of like audience people.
Nah, it's their property. Whoever owns Warner Brothers.
Oh, interesting.
Or it's just like they're all the classic cartoons from back in the day, and they're all just in the background or whatever.
Right.
And then and I watched part 2, and it's like it's not that bad as in like movie terms, because people are like always freaking out like it's too much product placement, and like it's just as much as the first one. And the second one, I feel like I like it more only because I like the visual effects of the movie, because it's just a lot of CGI and bullshit. And man, they fucked up on Don Chino, because fucking he's supposed to be the villain, like in real, like he's supposed to be like a real person in the computer world or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then when he's like in representation mode in real life, he's like this little cartoon person, but the cartoon person doesn't look anything like him, at all. Like it's just really weird looking.
That's weird because what's his name? LeBron in 2D looks kind of like LeBron.
Looks like LeBron, exactly. Yeah. But for some reason, cartoon Don Chino doesn't look like the actual Don Chino.
Weird.
It looks nothing like him. Like I don't know if that's what they're supposed to go for, but it just looks weird.
Like, would it be like kind of like a Mad parody where it's just like exaggerated features?
No, it's not. It doesn't even look like that. It looks nothing like him.
Oh no, that's not.
It's just like you would have to know it's Don Chino if you recognize the voice at first. That's how you can tell.
Oh boy.
And I know because it's War Machine in the Marvel movies.
Oh right, I was like, why does his face look familiar? Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
And I'm not good with movie actors.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of actors either, so I'm just like whatever. I like the CGI when there's a time stop on the Doom Squad. There's a time stopper, and his moment is pretty cool because he stops everything in slow motion, or he freezes time, and he fucking Zawoldos the whole team, and he does his thing in time stop. It's pretty cool. I like the visual of that. And then the son, he's like a programmer, and so like the whole thing is like, oh, it's my video game, Dad. Look at all these fucking power ups, and so when he gets a power up, like fast hands or whatever, he dribbles the ball like past his legs and stuff. It looks really cool because they give him multiple hands. It's like drawn animation where you give somebody multiple hands when they're like waving their arm back and forth.
Oh, so kind of like the special effects they did back in the day, where they just gave Jordan like the really long stretchy arm. It's like the only time they ever did it.
No, it's like in cartoon 2D animation where someone swipes their hand at something and there's like 3 arms coming off that one person.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's like that,
yeah,
but in CGI form, and they make the kid look like he's dribbling like 6 basketballs and with 1 basketball, and it looks really fucking cool. I was like really impressed with that CGI, and some of the Doom Squad members look pretty cool. Like there's a guy called Fire and Ice, and he's just fucking Gil, but he's just pure liquid form, and he
so,
shoots fire when he wants to.
so
It's pretty cool.
is he
It's pretty cool.
that one dweeb from My Hero, Fire and Ice? That
No,
dude's
I don't
good.
watch my Hero. I used to watch it a lot, and then I just stopped watching anime in general because I don't have time for it.
I
I've
stopped
been working on so
at
much shit.
I think it's the end of season 3. I forget.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just remember there's a lolly in the show, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I still don't know what the deal was. You know, they made a big fuss about it, and I still don't understand what the deal was. Maybe it was just an abuse girl. That's about it. I think
I
that
think
was the deal.
she's got something with like power or some shit like that. Like she's
Yeah,
strong. Or
they're
whatever.
like, she's got unlimited power. It's like, but what's her power though? She doesn't.
I don't
She doesn't do anything.
know. But it's funny because LeBron James is depicted as this fucking asshole in the movie. Because as a kid, he's like, "Oh man, I like this Game Boy game my friend gave me," and then it's like his coach is like, "You got to stop playing video games and start playing real life." And he's like, "Okay," and then he just lived off that advice, and so he's a super asshole to his son,
Yeah, so
and
I've
then,
heard.
yeah, and it's just like his son is just like, "You never let me do what I want to do," and he's like, "Yes, I do. I get you all this stuff." And he's like, "That's not the point, Dad.
Yeah,
I don't want to
people.
go to basketball camp." And he's like, "No, you want basketball camp?" And he's like, "Fuck you." And then LeBron James is like, "Oh yeah, son, fuck you." He slam dunks his ass, and
I've heard
it's
people.
basically kind of what happens.
I've heard
Almost,
people are like,
honestly.
what's it called like, oh, the LeBron never gave his kid nothing. It's like he gave him like a super PC no gamers got in existence. It's like shit.
Yeah. He's got like 4 monitors, a super PC, and a fucking crazy ass looking room.
Yeah. I seen the screenshot. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a crazy looking room.
Yeah, he's got 4 monitors. It's pretty crazy.
Uh,
But I rather
oh,
watch
he's
that.
like Bruce Campbell, where he sets up 3 TVs in his one living room. He's like, am I doing it right?
Yeah,
It's all on the same wall.
that's what. But I rather watch this movie a second time rather than Arnold Schwarzenegger in Hercules in New York. That movie's
Yeah.
fucking bad. I'd rather watch it than The Predator, the one where it's like the super predator, and there's the I think
Autism.
it's autistic kid
Yep.
where he's like super smart with technology, but he's like not that smart in real life. I don't know. There's something wrong with him. I forget.
The
I
predators
just
need
remember he was
autism.
just
Yep.
was it autism?
Yep.
I can't remember.
Yeah, the predators need autism.
Yeah, because all I remember is that like when he finds the predator technology, he just knows what he's doing, and he's like drawing out the maps of the galaxy. The aliens are like, "Hey, this kid's pretty smart. We'll take him because his super autism is like off the charts."
Yeah,
And so he knows how to draw the galaxy off the back of his head because he saw it once and now he knows.
Yeah, because I'll bleep out his name, but I was talking to like a couple weeks ago. We were talking. I don't know how we got into the predator, but I was like, yeah. You remember how the predators need autism? He was like, man, I can't believe the predators actually needed autism. It's like stupid.
Fucking that movie's whack. And then I'd rather watch it more than fucking Wreck-It Ralph 2. Wreck-It Ralph 2 fucking sucks. I hate Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's just like
The Emoji Movie is
it's
what I
honestly
heard.
just like Player One. They try to shove in all their IPs in that they own. Like, oh, look at all these IPs and brands and all internet dance video. Look at Ralph Lawson. Uh-huh. And then he's creepy because he's like, oh, how many friends? And you're my only friend, but Vanellope Von Sweets. And it's like, bro, what about all the people you saved in the fucking Candy Town and like
What about
the
Felix? What about the general girl?
Felix and his girlfriend and Cubert? What about all those people? And he's like, no, Vanellope Von Sweets is the only lolly I need in my life. And it's like, oh man, that's just weird.
Have you seen DeviantArt? It's going crazy with us too. You can't. It's crazy what you see on the internet nowadays. You know, it's just, oh man, our kids are old school. Internet's new age.
I'm gonna be so rich for Bitcoin. So that fucking movie sucks. And then like Ralph in that movie is just depicted as a really fucking creeper. Like he's just really really written. Like he's written in a weird way where like he depends on Vanellope to do anything or like to make his decisions about stuff or whatever. Like it's just really creepy. I don't like it. I didn't like part two. Part one, watch part one and then stick with that. Don't watch part two. Part two fucking sucks. And then besides from movies another movie, I watched Suicide Squad, or sorry, The Suicide Squad, the 2021 movie.
Yeah, I heard people talking about
Um,
that. It's like, was it? It's
it's
Suicide Squad, and it's called The Suicide Squad. So I'm like, what's the sequel? The Suicide Squad with 2 E's.
it's not a sequel. I wouldn't say it's a sequel. They never reference what happened in the first movie.
I heard there was just
Then
like the only
I don't
connection.
feel like
I
they
think was
did.
like the intro. I think it was, and that was about it. This is like nothing really else connects.
The only thing they would reference I can think of is that in the beginning, it's like, has Harley Quinn ever been in a team like this? And they said no. This is the first one. It's like, is that a reference to the last movie, or is it like a reference to like these new people?
Is it a
That was the only
prequel?
thing I was confused on.
It makes it sound like it's a
So
prequel.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a sequel. I just call it a reboot of the series. But yeah, it uses the same actor for Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same actor that plays the main woman. That's the director of like all the Suicide Squad like people.
Oh, right, her. Yeah,
The
I think you're right.
the black lady with the afro,
Hmm.
and she's like really like determined. Not determined. It's like very serious.
Yeah.
Like she'll do whatever. Like she'll do what it takes to make sure that she gets her way or get the job done or whatever.
Which doesn't sound
Kind of
really good
forget.
for government, but you know what? Maybe sometimes it just happens.
I just kind of forget her name. I don't know. I like her character because she's a
Just a
she's
different
got
tone.
girl power. No, she's got fucking
Yeah, she's got girl power.
um.
Is it
Yeah,
POC
it's not really
power?
girl power. It's just more so like not determination. What am I thinking of?
POC power. Yeah.
She's very God. She's like headstrong. I would say
Yeah, there
she's
you go.
very headstrong in her ways, and that she can't be persuaded to do anything else because it's either her way or the highway, and that's it. I like her character, but she's kind of a bitch. But that's the point of her character, which is cool. I like all the characters in that movie. Even the very beginning, it's they introduce like 10 characters, and it's just like you kind of like them all because they're all fucking stupid, and they know what they're doing with that movie because the characters you like are gonna be like kind of funny or just on a base level where they're just assholes in a funny way. Kind of like Marvel movies where everybody has a little bit of comedy in them. But I feel like Suicide Squad was a little bit more serious because their characters would fucking try to do something and then something funny would happen. So they just all react to that situation.
Like the first Iron Man movie? Good, good.
Kind of, yeah. My favorite characters in that movie are fucking Polka Dot Man. Because he's a fucking, in the comics, he's just some fucking jobber that you can't take serious because he's just some fucking loser or whatever. Or villain.
I've seen a little bit of the stuff to say something like years ago. I was like, oh, that's an interesting character.
I guess he's an interesting character, but not as much where people would actually care about him, you
Oh
know?
no, for sure. It's like it's
If
interesting,
people
but it's
care,
like
they
it's
would
only
actually,
interesting enough for like one comic, and that's about it.
yeah. In the movie, he is this traumatic person. It's not really spoilers. It's just gonna like update. I'm just gonna let you know about his character and like how his power works and stuff. It's just like his mom had like kids, and like her kids would like either die or live with this injection or whatever she would put him through. And so Polka Dot Man was one of the kids that got the superpower of polka dots. And so he has a disease of where if he doesn't extract the polka dots from his body, he gets all these warts, like baseball-sized warts on his face, and it looks really fucking disgusting because they look like the videos where people cut open zits and pop them out from the inside of your body. It looks like that. It
I
looks
was
really fucking nasty.
I was gonna say like
And
months
so
or
you
something
get a
like
hint
that.
of that
Ooh.
of him having to throw up all the polka dots out of his system,
Oh,
and you just
weird.
hear like an acid burning in the background. And he describes it as the polka dots are another dimension's rare disease where it burns anything it touches.
Oh, weird. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's another dimension he has inside of his body.
So it's like
And
yeah,
then
yeah. I think the way you described it is perfect. It's like an update to an old throwaway character. That's pretty cool.
yeah, he is very interesting. I like how he in the movie there is a part where they all have to work together, not because of the power of friendship, and that was the bad thing about the last movie, is because the last movie has this thing where it's like, oh, if we work together, we can do it because we're friends, and we do it because we're friends, and we stick together because we're friends. And it's like, ah, fuck off.
Was that
And
it?
the new one,
Wow, I
it's
don't
more
remember that at
so.
all.
That was the whole Harley Quinn thing. It was just like, you're my best friend, and I can't let you die.
Yo, Mr.
It's like,
J.
no, it's like,
And then
no,
Mr. J's like,
no, Mr. Deadshot. Or what's the fucking
yeah,
Slade's name? Real name?
it's Deadshot.
Is it Deadshot? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that
Because
was the
she's
whole
like,
point.
oh,
Is
Mr.
like
J, and Mr. J's like,
our
fuck you,
friendship.
Quentin.
Yeah. The whole point of the thing was like, oh, we're friends, and so we can't let each other die or whatever. But the new one, it's more so there's innocent people dying for this because like the whole it's like the island is at stake because the nice government is being overthrown by the bad government, and so the bad government's taking over the city, and now that the city's been taken over by an alien, the big starfish, as you saw in the previews, and so they're all working together to save the people because it's like their mission is just to find out the starfish and reveal its secrets, and that's it, and then go home. But then they all realize like, oh fuck, all these people are dying. We can't just let them die, you know? Like we're bad people. We're not that bad. Like God. So they all save the town or whatever. And then Polka Dot Man is shown to be literally one of the strongest people on that team because he can melt anything with his polka dots that shoot from his forearms. And that they show that with his aid, he's literally the strongest person in that universe because nothing can stop it. Anything it touches turns into an acid. And yeah. He's a really interesting character. I like him a lot.
So was that
John Cena and the not Deadshot were pretty funny because they're both like they make fun of it as in this man was born only to be an assassin by their father, and their father tortured them with every means that's possible to make them the ultimate assassin. And after hearing it the second time, the exact same phrasing and everything, fucking not Deadshot is like, the fuck? And she's like, what? That's like the same backstory I have. And he's just like, yeah, but mine's better and I do it better. It's just like, oh my God. And then John Cena is a pretty good actor in that movie. He, I feel like he's like himself in that movie. He's not trying to be like this super serious soldier like in Transformers. He's just kind of like being this goofy like meathead that's just really good at fighting.
Kind of like was it what's the stupid kid's name? Fred. The YouTube celebrity Fred.
I don't know. I haven't watched Fred. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, like when John Cena was his dad in the movie.
I have to believe you because I don't know anything about that movie.
I just remember that. I only saw part of it, and then like was it John Cena's dad is Fred, and then he like body slams him through a table. He's like, "You just gotta do it like this." Bah!
Yeah, I remember that. I think I remember something like that happening.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But yeah, that movie's really good. I like Shark. It's not. I don't know if the shark in that movie, the shark guy, is the same one as the Harley Quinn cartoon.
No. That's King Shark. The dude in the original one's Killer Croc, and Killer Croc looks fucking horrible in the Suicide Squad.
No, in that Suicide Squad, I think it's like the Typhoon or something like that. And the Harley Quinn cartoon, it's King Shark. I don't know.
Oh, it's the same character. No, yeah, it's the same character. King Shark in the cartoon and King Shark in the new movie. Yeah. Sorry, I
can't tell if the same person or really the same shark or not.
It is.
Because one is just very dumb and very violent, while the second one is very flamboyant and very violent.
It's just a different taking characters.
Maybe. I'll have to look it up. I have to do more research on it if it's not or not. If it is or not.
So I was gonna ask, is that just real quick, is that Pokemon Dot's new, like, I hate to say quirk, like new ability where it's where his Polka Dots are now acid instead?
I don't know. I have to read the comics and see if they are or not.
No, I'm saying, is that his new ability in the movie? It's the Polka Dots are just acid, basically.
No, that's been that the whole time. The only way he can fight is because he's like, I do not want to kill people and I hate killing people. The only reason I can kill people is if I imagine them as my mom, and it's just like this humongous fat white lady, and it's just like he looks at his friends and they all turn to his mom, and like even the shark is his mom.
Oh no!
And not Deadshot is his mom, and it's just a black version of a white lady. It's just really funny. There's like a Harley Quinn version. It's pretty fucking funny how he sees everybody. Because and it's just like not Deadshot has to look at him at Polka Dot Man because he's afraid, and then he's like, Polka Dot Man, you need to fight. No, I can't do it. You know who that is? Your mom! And it just looks at him at the starfish, and it's just like humongous fucking white bitch just destroying the town. It's like, okay, that's actually pretty funny how they made his character like a wimpy character into like a heroic character. It's really cool. I like him a lot. I think he was probably my favorite part of that movie. And the shark. The shark was pretty cute. Because he's just super ultra violent, man. I don't know. I can't really choose between all those characters. So really, they're all fucking amazing. And of course, I love the rat girl or rat queen.
Yeah.
She's really cute. She's a cute character.
Okay.
And then that's all I saw out of new movies. I didn't see anything else. And then for purchases, I bought a new PC for only $480, and it can run like Warzone, Apex, and Killer Instinct online, and like all that shit. Like I don't know anything about computers, but the $480 purchase was worth it. And the dude, bro, the gamer guy who works out, he's like kind of big and bulky, and so I was just like, "Hey, are you selling this computer?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we met up, and I gave him the money. I'm like, "What's wrong with it?" And he's like, "Oh, I just want to play on my sex box." He didn't say that, but that's what it was. I'm like, "Oh,
That's it. The
okay."
loser.
That's all he wanted. He wanted the money for the Xbox. He didn't want to. He didn't need it. I'm like, okay,
Bro, I need to
like,
play
whatever.
Halo Infinite, which I gotta tell you a little bit about that. But yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that was his whole reasoning. So I bought that from him, and then CJ was kind of jealous because when I took it home and I opened, not opened it, I set it up. He's like, "Why do you have so much USB ports?" I'm like, "I don't know, because I have like 7 USB ports in the back and then like 5 USB ports in the front."
Wow, that's crazy. That's like literally double mine. That's
yeah. Me and CJ were like, "Holy fuck! Why do you have so much?" I'm like, I don't know, man, but I just do. So now I can hook up anything I want. I can hook up 4 control or 4 arcade sticks if I want.
You can hook up 4 arcade sticks and 4 more controllers. You can play fucking some 8-player mini games over there.
Yeah, I could. I could if I wanted to. It's cool though. I like this PC. It's very, very quiet. It doesn't make any noise, and it doesn't crash my fucking my multiple programs I have open. Because now I can actually have like Steam and my art program running at the same time without the fucking computer slowing down like crazy.
There you
go. So it's fun. I like this computer. It was worth the $480. Really fucking cheap. And then I bought a Guilty Gear XX PS2 arcade stick, and it's really cool because it's sitting on my shelf and it's fucking rad. It is like a collector's item that's worth more than 200, I believe. And I bought it for less than that. I think I bought it for 170, which is it's a pretty good deal. I feel like, and that's just for collectors for me. And then I went for Walmart online. I got this little thing. I got the fucking Killer Instinct Saberwolf figure.
Oh, that's right. You bought
and
that.
It's amazing because it's like it was half off, and I got it for cheap. And they don't make them anymore. And the website that actually sells them, the official website, it shut down. So I got them from Walmart. Thank you, Walmart.
I wish they made more figures. I would have loved a Rash figure.
I wish they made more figures too, but they just didn't. I don't think they made enough money.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's all. That's all I have to offer for my week. That's all I had. And then I went to a tournament, and I did commentary on a tournament on Twitch at Smash Town or no Tri-Town 4, something like that. You can watch
Tri-Town Throwdown 4. Yeah.
Tri-Town Throwdown. Thank you. And I was on that commentary for Street Fighter 5 for a little bit. There wasn't that many.
He was on there for 2 minutes, and then he left due to
diarrhea. It was like a 2-hour commentate with me and CJ. It was my first time commentating for reals, like on Twitch, and trying to keep it entertaining the whole time. I think we did okay. It was my first time, so I could check that off my bucket list to see that I actually did it once in my life, and I think I want to do it more. I think I want to do it more than play fighting games, kind of, because it's just more interesting watching other people play, because I'm terrible at it. Like, I'm fucking garbage, but it's fine because I just love the community and everything. It was just nice to be back in the in-person tournament scene. So, yeah. That's my week, and that's all I got to say, I guess. My side.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm still thinking about this thing. Maybe I should go back to at least locals, even if it's just for casually. Because
people are down to boot up whatever they have on their laptop or the PS4, because Skylar is just there to play whatever. He'll play fucking Vanguard Princess, and I fucking hate that game. But he's like, I'm down to play whatever you want. And it's like, he's even down to play the trashy games. I'm like, yeah, trashy games.
Yeah, like Guilty Gear Strive. What a trash game.
No, what I gotta be like that.
No, but the reason I was saying I should get back in tournaments is because I just got done with the online tournament yesterday, and I didn't do too bad. That was my first time doing an online tournament. People were impressed. Like this first time newcomer is swinging fists pretty hard, and he got the finals. Like
at Macman Muscles on Twitter tweeted that tournament tweet, and so I clicked on it on Twitch and like, wait, you're on this? Yeah, Jimmy's on this tournament. I'm like, I should just watch it. And so on Friday, I was just like at work trying to hide in the bathrooms a little bit, trying to watch the stream. And then it was like, Julian, where are you? I'm like, cleaning. So it's just in the bathroom, holding a rag, going back and forth on the table, like for like 10 minutes straight on the same spot.
I won't tell
Nobody
them.
was there at the gym, so like nobody knew what I was doing. So it was pretty funny, just having me in the bathroom all day. But it was fun. It was fun seeing you on stream, though. It was cool.
Yeah, people were like.
And I think you should have stuck with the crow, ape crow.
Dude,
what the fuck's his name?
I think his name's Corolla. I think.
Yeah, Crowilla. Yeah.
But no, dude, fucking, I didn't remember jack shit like Crow. And the problem with me is that I always had a hard time doing his combo linkers, like ending him properly. I could never figure that out. Let me go wait with the damage to. I that's what the Kung Fu Dog's name is. I find it a lot easier to do the combos. It's just the thing I kept fucking up, which I didn't practice enough for, was the spacing. So I kept dropping the spacing combos.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the corner combos, you would cross yourself up.
No, that was also sometimes it was an internet issue where like I'd go like 1-2, but only read the one because of rollback. I'm like, oh, okay, well I just dropped the combo. That was nice. That happened a couple times. Like, what was it? I think the dude did a super against me, and all I did was a light punch. It's like it literally ate my heavy hit because I rolled it back. It's like, that sucks.
Yeah.
And that's not a game you want to mash in either, because if you mash, then well, you might just
mashing leads to mistakes, and mistakes lead to losing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, that fucking sucks. So, but fun time, good time. People liked me. The people really liked me. They're like, oh, look at this new face. He's pretty good.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that message. You're like, oh, he's actually pretty good. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't make the grand finals, but I got to the losers finals. So I fought in the first winners finals, and I fought in losers finals. If I won that losers finals, I could go at the grand finals.
And some guy using a sheep was pretty good. He was pretty fucking scary looking.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Not because he was using the sheep. It's because I don't know if you're watching the whole time. Every match he was in, he switched characters every time. That's
what you do. You learn multiple characters and you keep the opponent guessing.
Yeah.
Because if you stick with one character, they know what to do. But that's what I had to do with the tournament I was in at the Tri-Town Throwdown, because I was using Potemkin and I had to fight what's his name? Axel Lowe, and it's like I couldn't use Potemkin because I know I would fucking lose, so I had to use Angie. And I really wish I knew another character at the time, because I know Kai and I know Foss just a little bit, and I think if I chose a different character, I would have maybe won that match, because after it was 1-1, he took the second round easily because he knew how to fight my Angie Mito on the second time. And it's just like, oh god, I got perfect too on that fight. And he just knew everything I was going to do. It's like, fuck, I should have known a third character or something, or a fourth character.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what I did in the Third Strike tournament. I won. I kept switching characters. I kept using Hugo. I would use Ken, and then I would use Remy as a surprise character. Because no one plays fucking Remy, and he's just a fucking Guile clone, but he has a little bit more combos. And he just spams a lot. So that's why I just used it when I had to fight, I think it was Necro or some shit.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it. I don't play Strive. I personally don't think it's good, which is funny now because people are like, "Oh, now that top tier, top fighting game players are hating Strive. No, we can hate Strive." It's like, bitch, I've been hating Strive before them. Get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What's his name? Sonic Fox is like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Street Fighter 5. It's like, and Guilty Gear sucks, and it's like, okay, it's fine. Yeah. And everybody's hyping on the fucking the hate train,
the bandwagon, and all that. Yeah,
like. I'm like, you guys did not care for Strive at all. You guys just wanted to see your top players say shit.
Yeah, they're just like, wait a minute, now that he says it's bad, it is bad. It's like, oh, shut up.
Like, it's not bad. It's just not for everybody. It's fine.
I've said it since the beginning, since the beta came out, the public beta, and I was just like, dude, I don't like the way these combos feel. It feels completely different. And CJ, even he was saying, he's like, oh, look at what's her name, Jacko, who just came out. Like, oh, her combos are completely the same. It's like, dude, I'm looking at the trailer footage. I wouldn't say they're completely different, but some of the moves are different.
Really different. She's a completely different character from the last game.
Like, some of the moves look similar, but a lot of the ones I'm looking at, it's like, dude, that is different character. That's not the same at all. It's like saying Charlie Nash from Alpha to SF5. It's like, those are two completely different characters.
Yeah, no, they're two different characters.
Yeah.
One's spamming a bunch of houses, but one's playing Commander and Conquer, and one's playing Venom.
Yeah, yeah. The second someone said that, I'm like, oh yeah, that is Venom. They're just punting their little minions and they're knocking them into each other. Yeah.
I saw the trailer. I'm like, I don't think Venom's coming back.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
He's coming back. I can't play Venom, but I'm like, I don't think he's coming back after this character.
Yeah, because I didn't catch that she was kicking her minions into other minions and like knocking them around. I just saw that she was kicking her minions. I was like, okay, that's when there's no more houses. Understood.
There's no more keyboard shield, so it's like, yeah.
I mean, you can still set up for self-destruct minions, which
yeah, you can, but it's like you can't just spam forever and then keep projectiles out while you're spamming.
Yeah.
There's no more of that. It's just like you rush down with your minions and that's it.
Well, I mean, that's like a quarter of what she used to do in the old one.
Yeah, it's like a partial of what she used to do.
Oh well, that's why I don't play Strife.
That's fine.
No characters I really like, but that's fine. Every fighting game's not for everyone. That is completely okay.
I downloaded Street Fighter 4 to play online on PS4, and it's like no one's online except for one person who has one bar connection.
Is it Thinner Binky?
No, it's some fucking.
Damn it!
No, it's some fucking Gen player, and it's like he wants to rematch me all the time. I'm like, no, I don't want to play your shit ass connection, so I just kick him out, and then I had to block him. Then it was still fucking matching me up with him and ranked match. I'm like, god damn it! So I probably have to re-download it again because I got mad and deleted it. I have to re-download it and see if I can find it in player match or something. Because I want to play SF4 again. I want to play that.
Right.
Because I don't know if SF4 runs on Windows online. If it does, then it's shut down and it won't work. Like with Resident Evil 5, because Resident Evil 5 ran on Windows Online and it doesn't work. I can't play on PC.
Yeah,
it's trying to load the server, and you have to hack the file inside. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. I buy shit online to make sure it works.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a good question. Huh.
Yeah.
But
it's like our MVC online. You have to play in Parsec only because that's the only good way to play it.
Parsec or that other streaming service that's like a Fight Kid. There we go.
Yeah, Fight Kid. Yeah. But that's like for older games. But yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think though. I don't know. Did I ever tell that story of every morning when I play Street Fighter 4, I always felt like one person. This is first.
The one T-Hawk player, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, you remember? Yeah. Fitter Binky every morning. First thing I do, I wake up, brush my teeth. All right, I got a couple hours before school. Let's get some matches in. Guaranteed. First 2 matches, it's always you be Fitter Binky. Hakan versus T-Hawk, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I remember that. That reminds me of the time where we used to play Third Strike Online back in high school. And it was UFC Gym, and he was just
oh my god, I forgot about that name. Holy crap!
Just chilling, and we would get matched up with him, and we had to kick him out every time because all he was doing is sitting in the lobby listening to his fucking music or something. I don't know.
I forgot about that name. UFC Gym. Yeah.
I will never forget that. I will never forget that fucking moment of him just chilling in the lobby, not pressing A or anything. He just sits there and the timer just runs out.
Wasting space, baby. I haven't thought about that name in a long minute. Wow.
Fucking die.
That was crazy. I forgot about that name.
I forgot that.
But yeah. So let's start getting into some of the news that's happened in the last couple months that's been going on. And we're not going to stick to a lot of the old stuff. We're going to stick more of the newer stuff because, old things have happened. And since those old things have been announced, they've already been released. So they've been out in the public for who knows how long. So whatever. Go with more of the new stuff. Let's go with more fighting games. Let's start with Street Fighter 5. Let's go back to 5 with Akira, Oro, and Luke, as we all know.
Yeah.
Kira, Oro, look nice, look cool. I don't like Akira's combos. They're weird timing, really wonky, but, people are putting in the work. They're showing their combos. And
you think they work like that because it's supposed to be like the old games. That's fine.
I played a little bit of Rival Schools. And you know what? The timing didn't feel as weird as SF5. It's only because SF5's timing is just weird for that character to be revised for that system. But, again, people are making it work. They're showing off their combos. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Oro, I don't think feels Oro, I said it to you before. His combo potential feels way higher than Third Strike. I think it's just because how slow the game is. I don't like it. I'd rather just go back to Third Strike just because it's faster.
Yeah.
Which
Orb's
is
just really good because he's got really good mix-up game with the orb he has.
weird because was it you're talking about SF4 and it's like honestly SF4 felt not as fast as Third Strike but wasn't super slow like 5 because Makoto still feels pretty much the same.
Yeah,
From 3 to 4.
yeah. It feels like like Ultra Street Fighter 2 for Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah,
It feels the same speed. It's not fast, but it's not quick, but it's fast.
And then you get some of those characters in Omega mode. It's like, oh god, it's just like Third Strike again. You're just going fast.
Fucking nuts.
Like
I know that.
Like Dan Binky was in SF5. He is the Omega version that got implemented in the 5 from 4. But I think some of his properties in 4 I think I like a little bit better than 5's.
Are you playing your Mixbox on PS4?
No.
Why not?
Didn't I need a USB port or something like that?
No, you can use it as a legacy controller because remember it's a PS3. We tested it out.
Well, maybe if I get the time to. I was just using my normal fight stick. I wasn't using my Mixbox.
You just have to use your controller on your PS4 and then plug in your Mixbox and then use that as your preferred controller on the in-game setting.
Yeah, maybe I should do that because I'm not using it for anything.
You should try that and see if you can feel like if it feels like better with Dan Binky with a Mixbox
or Oro, one of the two. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Oro.
I was just using my old fight stick, so yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick up Akuma on SF5. I wanted somebody with more combos. I wanted to pick up Ken so bad, but I don't like Ken in 5. I like him in 4, but not in 5. And I like him in Third Strike too. I like Ken in every game except for 5, honestly.
I mean, hey, right?
Ken isn't the best in SF2, but I just like the multi kicks and shit.
Right.
The multi punches.
And
or the multiple hits on the Shoryu and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm glad you never. I'm glad you never said that to me because you're like, oh, doesn't Oro feel the exact same from Third Strike to 5? It's like
no, I saw him and it's like, no, he's not gonna play the same. No Third Strike character plays the same.
No. I'm saying I'm glad you never said that to me because I remember you said that to me a long time ago. It's like, doesn't Balrog feel the same from 4 to 5? It's like, dude, it is different.
I forgot. I watched Black Widow, but I'll let you talk. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like Balrog from 4 to 5. It's I can't play Balrog 5 just because it's not the same as 4.
No, it's not the same.
I can't do the Is it? What's his name? Is it QR Balrog? That really top tier Balrog player?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
It's something Balrog. It's like 2 letters in Balrog. But he's the one.
Yeah, one of the top tier players of Balrog.
Yeah, he's the one who made that Challenge 24 Ultra combo, where it's just like light punch, light kick, straight EX, light punch, light kick, straight EX, blah, 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 and then go to Ultra. It's like, yeah. I actually got that down when I was a teenager. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Getting that down.
Even though I used the con, but yeah, that was pretty good.
Sorry. Yeah, I remember. I think SF4 is more fun in casual because I can't be really good in SF4, but I feel like if I was going to put more time into Street Fighter, it would have to be either Third Strike or SF4.
Yeah.
Because SF5, I have it on my PS5 because it loads faster because it's a stronger console, and it's just like I just look at it and I'm like, oh god, I really don't want to have to like load the whole game and then like look for a decent connection opponent.
Which is weird because I think their net play's gotten just a slight bit better because I was fighting someone with 3 bars and it was
there was an update that updates the net code a little bit. It's not by much, but it's just a little bit, and it's okay.
Yeah,
it's not a big difference. No, there's some lag here and there.
It's not. My match between Max and me was not the highest quality, but
you fought Max. How did that go?
My internet's not good from here to California. Now I know, but it wasn't the worst match.
Animals tournament. Your internet connection was shit. It was shite.
But no, it wasn't the worst connection. It wasn't a complete blowout, but it was fun. We're using 2 characters that we were just learning at that time, so that was
Did you do better than Wooly when you had to fight Daigo in SF4 tourney?
I'm pretty sure.
Or Evo, sorry.
I mean, hey, I won a round. I think I won 2 rounds, so I think it's better than what Wooly did.
Okay.
I did call Wooly out. Because what was it? Shibu was like, Matt McMuscles retweeted the stream for Fight Animals. I was like, if only Wooly could do the same. But it's kind of funny you're saying that, like, love of fighting games. It's like, I'm thinking about it now. It's like, you can't really go wrong with a lot of running gun games. I think, I'd say the same with shmups, but it's like, I mean, I can look at my pillowcase. Otami is excellent. Every shmup's not good, especially home kid shmups, because you can just fuck up the player's hurt box where it's just so big. It's like, thanks. I'm dying for fucking everything over here. But, I think fighting games is one of those things where it's like, even as shitty as it gets, there's still some, like, good jank in there compared to like a good jank beat 'em up. Because good jank beat 'em ups, I'd say, is kind of like Scott Pilgrim, where it's just like it just doesn't feel that good.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But it's your call. Do you want to talk more about your movie experience with Black Widow, or do you want to talk about
Black Widow because I like that movie. I hate Black Widow because she's such a nothing character. Do you know what Black? Do you like know anything about Black Widow from the Marvel movies?
I mean, other
I
than
remember you
she's a
binged them.
Russian.
I remember you binged them just so you can finish the series or like the movies in general.
I binged a lot of them, and those the ones at the time. So I never saw the newer shit that came out, like with Loki and all the other TV
He's
shows.
good. Loki's fucking good. I like Loki a lot. That's
I
a
saw,
really good
I
movie.
saw most of the. I say most of the movie releases that came after Endgames. I never saw Ant-Man and Wasp. I think like 2 other movies I might have missed, but I think it was okay in general. Seeing Endgame, which I can see why people liked Endgame. It was fine. I think it was good. I mean, it wasn't like the big thing everyone should be crazy about, but it's fine. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
as far as I remember, Black Widow is just like a Russian spy, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Do you know her relations to the other characters? Like, do you care whatsoever what she has to go with or deal with?
Is it kind of like Bucky, like Winter Soldier?
Kinda. I mean, not really, but kinda, honestly.
Hmm.
And I don't care for either of them because I cared for Bucky more once Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out because that's a show that determines because of the end of the end game. Spoilers. Captain America dies or he gets old and so he just like I'm fucking old.
Yeah, he's like 97. He's like really old.
Yeah, he aged in normal time, and so when he is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he has passed away, and so they are determining who becomes the next Captain America, and so Captain America said, I can't remember who he said it to, but I think it was Bucky, where he was like, I want you to become the next Captain America because I believe in you, and you can be the better person that you are now. And then Bucky's like, nah, I can't do it. I'm not the good person that he thinks I am. I'm trying to be better, but I can't because I've killed so many people in my past night, and I couldn't control it because I was hypnotized by the Russians, or not the Russians, the Nazis, Hill Hydra or whatever. And then Falcon is just like he wants to take the responsibility, but then Bucky's like, I don't think you're ready, but he doesn't think he's ready, and so they have a whole fight and discussion about who should be next Captain America, and then the government just steps in, and the government's like, well, we need one now because we need a figure that stands for America, and he represents his country. So they got like some soldier that fights he fought in the Iraq War. He did like 4 tours, and he like did all these wars.
Yeah, fuck the Statue of Liberty. We need a real man, not a fucking green lady. Get out of here. Shut up, She-Hulk. We don't need you.
No, She-Hulk's not even a thing. I really hope she does get her own show though.
Well, I'm saying,
but they hire this Afghanistan fighter, and he is a very determined war hero. Where it's his way or no way, and that he gets the answers by forcing it. And so he is someone that cares about what he's wearing. So if you say shit about the army, he like shows like he's someone who would show his patch or his hat and tilt it down and show like the symbol of the U.S. Marine Corps or whatever, like what rank he was in, and he would say like, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" And then people would be like, "I don't give a fuck who you are. You're just some asshole." And like that's all what would matter. And like in a real conversation, that's what would matter. Because people like
it sounds like the
if you're an
Afghani
asshole
version.
and you're like in the Marines and you like treat other people like shit, they're not gonna care. Because you're an asshole.
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like an Afghani what's it called?
Jarhead.
No, well that too, but I was gonna say like an Afghani skin palette of Punisher.
Kinda. It's just that's how he's seen. He's just like a war hero, and he did all this work, and he's trying to make his country proud. But he's always trying to show off like what he represents and who he is. Like, I'm Captain America. You should care. And people are like, I don't fucking care. And that's the thing about the old Captain America is like he didn't care what he was. He just cared of what he was doing for other people. And so he gets the shield taken away by Captain or by Bucky and Captain Falcon,
Yeah.
the Falcon, and so he is disbanded by the government because he is seen for treason. Technically, he was for treason, not really, but he was doing more bad than good. So they stripped the suit and the shield away, and so now and then the end of the series, he is working with a secret government as the U.S. agent. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the second Captain America you can have as an assist for Marvel's Capcom 1,
Right.
where he's wearing the black and red.
Yeah.
It's that he's that U.S. agent, and it's just like holy shit, they actually gave U.S. agent a background.
Yeah,
Like moment.
I forget.
It's just
Isn't he
I
kind
kind
of like a clone of, like, not like a 1-to-1 clone, but kind of like a clone?
He's just a
type
power
thing?
swap in that game. In that
No,
game,
no,
he's
no,
just
no.
power swap.
I mean, like in the show, isn't he kind of like almost like a clone of like Captain America, where it's just like, oh yeah, he's kind of the same idealistics or whatever.
Um, no, he's not a clone of Captain America. He's just like some dude. And then
What's that
the
mean?
only reason he's strong as Captain America because he finds the drugs that made Captain America Captain America.
What's what I'm saying? It's like he's not like a clone per se, but it's just like, oh, he's kind of like a 1-to-1 thing, which is like, but some random dude. It's like, oh.
Kinda, yeah. He's
Okay.
got the same like move set as Captain America, but he doesn't have the same determination or heroic heart as the original Captain America.
So he's a Purple Heart version of Captain America. What a bitch.
But yeah, that explains him of U.S. agent, and that was cool because I didn't know what U.S. agent was, and I thought it was just a power swap in the game. So I now know what he is. Sorry, I was supposed to talk about Black Widow.
Oh,
Black
right.
Widow was Black Widow was cool. Oh yeah, because I was explaining why I like Bucky more than Black Widow, and I like Bucky more than Black Widow. Even though Black Widow has her own movie, I honestly don't care about Black Widow because she's just some sexy female that says girl power, because she's the only female on the team,
Yeah.
and I feel like she doesn't
Very
have that much
Scarlet.
personality because she's just like, oh, woe is me and my fucked up innards of not having a child. And it's like I don't fucking care. Like if that's all you're gonna cry about, I don't care.
That's
And they
right.
bring up in the Black Widow movie, they bring up that she has a sister the whole time, and I like the sister more. Instantly, way better because she
Is it like the
makes fun
Ryu
of
and
Black
Ken?
Widow. Huh?
It's like the Ryu and Ken situation where it's like Ken's just more likable just because he's got more personality.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
exactly that. It is exactly that. The sister is not physically or like appearance cuter. She's cuter by being just slightly shorter. She has more of a temper. She makes fun of people and makes them angry, and so they make her fight. And she's just like very quirky, and her personality is just like more interesting.
It
She
sounds
doesn't
like
like
Ryu's little
the
brother in the Alpha movie or whatever that
son.
is. Yeah, Sean.
Because you know how Black Widow always does that weird, like when she falls like really high from the sky and she lands on the ground, she does that weird squat thing.
I'll take your word for it.
Like she like flips her hair
I'll take your word for
and
it.
stuff. She does that, and her sister's like, "Fuck are you doing?" She's like, "What? This is what I always do." And the sister's like, "Yeah, why do you do it? It's fucking weird. No one's watching you. Why do you have to stick your butt out and flip your hair like someone's watching you?" She's like, "I don't know. It's just something I do." And the sister does it in the movie. She's like, "Ugh, so gross." And it's pretty
That's
fucking funny. And she's really
that's kind
cute.
of a good fourth wall
And she's
break.
tiny too. She's tiny compared to everybody because she's shorter. So she's just like this like little firecracker of like energy, and it's just like she's a way more interesting character than fucking Black Widow. Because I always hate fucking like I always hate fighting in characters that are girls. They're like, oh, this my sex appeal is my interest or is my interesting point of this character design, and like or being a pervert is my very interesting character
Yeah, it's
trait. And it's
very
like I hate
funny.
that so fucking much. I fucking hate that.
Very funny how that
Um,
works out.
but I'm a fucking hypocrite because I like Laura, even though she's like that. She's like, oh, look at my fucking sexy moves, and it's like I don't know, something about her is kind of fun because I think she's just very like kind of like an asshole because she'll just fight you and won't listen to reason, and so she's like kind of stupid. Like she's not very smart, like in the story mode, but she'll just like want to fight you because she wants to fight you and stuff. And so I don't know.
I
I guess it's
mean,
a very specific character trait I like for
I feel like
fighting
Laura's
girls.
I feel like Laura's personality is a bit more better than Chun-Li's, because Chun-Li's is very Ryu like, where it's just like, oh look at, I'm here, fight bad guy, that's it. That's it.
Um, I think that's why like Skullgirls is more better as a character or for female characters because they're not all like, oh look at my sex appeal. They're not always showing their butts or whatever on purpose. Or
Well,
like it's like Valentine's like that. She's the perverted nurse, and Sarah Bella's like that only because she's a circus performer. So she tries to show off, but she's not like flashing her tits like on purpose and stuff. She's just trying to perform.
You say that, but Valentine
And,
has no reason for it.
And who else is Eliza is kind of like has a very hot like a very high sex appeal, but she has it like that because it's like her character design as an Egyptian, where they wear like very fancy silk clothing, and it's like strips like separating apart that covers the breast area and stuff. And I think that's really cool.
And then
And she's not all about that. She's all about being very dominant in her lifestyle. Like she has like two big burly men as bodyguards, but yeah, she's the one in control. You know, I think I like that about her.
And then she rips out her skin, and it's just bones.
Yeah, yeah,
But again, Valentine has no reason for that. She's just a sexy assassin.
yeah. She
Like
just wants to
Scarlett
be a very
Johansson.
agile, sexy assassin. That's it. And that's why I don't really care about Valentine.
Which is why I think Annie actually, I think honestly, not Squiggly. What's her name? Pinwheel. I think she's probably the most interesting character.
Yeah, I love that character, and she's my waifu.
Double's pretty good too. Just this weird amalgamation.
I love Double because there is a color palette swap of reference to Seiya, Song of Seiya, and it's fucking awesome.
I don't know what that
Because
is.
it makes so much sense. Because when you play that game, it's like, was this Double character inspired by Song of Seiya? Because like, if you play that game and understand where that character comes from and like where they and like what they are, it's like, oh my god, that character just might be a whole like
What's Song of
inspiration
Seiya?
for Double. Yeah, it might be a whole inspiration for Double.
No,
And it's like
what-
really fucking cool.
What is Song of Seiya?
There's always
I don't know what you're talking about.
Song of Seiya is a very sad and depressing, emotional ride of a point and click game. It is a very, very interesting game because it's a novel, and so it's just a lot of reading. But like the whole story is just really nice. It's really fucked up, and it's really like interesting of the world that they live in. Because in real life, she's this fucking disgusting ooze monster that speaks gibberish, and it talks like Double. Because if you put Double in Japanese, she talks just like that, where it's just like this fucking gurgling, burbling, and like grungy like Japanese. Like only if you were Japanese, you could understand it, but it's so fucking like disordered. Like you might not understand it if you were able to read Japanese.
You know what? I think I know it. I think I seen screenshots
And like in the
more than
bones,
half
like
a
in
year
the way
ago.
that monsters look in their world, or to Seiya, like her body looks like Double when it transforms. When like,
I know
their head is like there's no like sense of how the body should look, and so it's just fucked up, and how there's eyeballs all over, and their bones are just fucking disordered and stuff. Like it just looks. Me and CJ were like, this Song of Seiya character might have inspired Double in how it talks, because Double has that weird modulator where you can hear the English, but it has like weird like mod on it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh my god, I never realized that if I didn't play that game.
You know
it's
what?
really interesting.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about because I think you retweeted it on your Twitter like a way long time ago, and it's like, man, this game looks whack. I like it.
I didn't play it because I didn't know how to download the whole thing. But CJ sent me a link. You can just type it on YouTube. It's just Song of Seiya full LP, and it's just like there's no comment. I put no commentary because I just wanted to read each thing frame by frame.
I'm sure I know how to download it. I think it's on the same system to where it was, I think, called the PC ROMs back in the day.
Maybe.
Same thing where, what's it called? Hideo Kojima. Yeah, no. Kojima. Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Yeah, where he made his original game, Police Knots. That was on the PC ROMs, and that was, I think, like only 3 of those games ever came out to America, but like 98% of them stayed in Japan. So like, yeah, a lot of them just weren't translated.
If you don't want to play Song of Seiya, I don't blame you. But if you are really interested in like Double's like character design and maybe like possible outcome of like where she was inspired from, I would definitely give Song of Seiya a read on YouTube if you can. It's a very interesting story. I love that game so much, and it's so weird they made her as a fighting game character And fucking that game you hate, the anime game that has Sonico, that has all the cats.
Nitro Plus Blasters.
Yes, thank you. She's in that game as a grappler, and it's like, who the fuck thought this character would be a good fighting game character? It's like, what the fuck?
Weird.
But it's just like, it's a weird choice, but it's a very interesting choice, and I like how she turned out in that game. But back to Black Widow. It's all right. It's okay. I don't care about Black Widow. Her like the character. I hate her because she's just like always trying to do the right thing, but she can't because she can't get over her past. Blah blah blah. Like Winter Soldier. It's just like I don't care, and you're just like trying to be hot because you have like this tight clothing and stuff, and it's just like I don't care. And the sister's way more interesting because she's just so quirky and she's like an asshole to people, and she just makes fun of people and stuff. So I don't know. It's just her whole personality. And then the guy from Stranger Things, the police officer, is in that movie as the as Red Star. It's like Captain America basically. He's
a Russian
America
version.
clone.
Yeah,
he's the Captain America clone because he's the one who's like, I was the greatest there ever was in Russia, and I could have been the next Captain America, but something happened or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Russian version of him. Yeah,
yeah, he is the Russian version, and he's like grungy, nasty, fat, and like kind of stupid. So he's the clone that you're wanting.
It's like it's not Black Superman. I forget what they call him, but it's like the Superman that wears all black, and it's just like, oh, okay, this is a clone version. Kind of like it's like Reverse Flash. It's just color palette evil version.
He's in Injustice too, and I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. No, because I think you're thinking of Black Adam, which is just the evil version of Shazam.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking about?
Yeah, okay, I think you're thinking of Black Adam. Different character. Classic superheroes getting their color palettes.
Yeah. So I would definitely watch that movie because it's just pretty interesting. The action's really good in that movie. With Black Widow, I don't care about, but I like the other characters in that movie, and that's what made me watch it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about those movies because I forgot I watched that. It was not as memorable as the other Marvel movies.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Speaking of movies, man, I haven't seen it with Benoit yet, and I haven't seen it with StrayDevilFox yet. What I need to see with Fox is we never went to go see what's it called, Escape Room 2. I still need to see that. I don't know.
The first movie sucks my ass.
It's okay. It's not the greatest, but I like it too. It's okay.
I hated it. It was fucking stupid. And I can't believe they made a second one.
Hey man, that line's still really good. Ah! Ah! Oh, and that fat guy gets shot. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, I need to see part 2 of that, and I really want to see. I don't really want to see what's it called, Freeman. I really do want to see Don't Breathe 2 though. Don't Breathe 2 looks really good.
You want to see Don't Breathe 2? I remember watching the first one with you. I think it was somebody.
It's a good.
I liked it a lot.
Good suspense film. It's really interesting how it's going from suspense horror to suspense action.
I know what I was gonna say. It's not that scary. It was just suspenseful. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Nothing scary to you, fucking dude. Like
that's why.
Yeah, he's always complaining that games and stuff aren't scary. It's like, yeah, games and movies aren't that scary anymore because we've seen it all. We've seen like you've seen so much that you're like detached yourself from what's scary because you're just so used to it,
See, that's why we go to the old stuff like The Fly. God damn that body horror.
Because I played Outlast, and the whole time I was like, this isn't scary. I'm more annoyed because the brightness is fucking trash, and like the enemies are always trying to like circle me. And like I just found it more annoying and suspenseful rather than scary. See, I've never played the Outlast games, and then I played the second one because it was for free on PSN.
See, this is what I was gonna say. You should watch the older movies like The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Oh, that dude was for a trip.
Yeah, that movie's fucking great.
Oh man, but yeah. Again, I think it's really interesting how Don't Breathe is going from a suspense horror film to now. Well, it looks like the trailers make it seem like a suspense action film, which I'm interested in.
I don't know if I want to watch this because this is just like a movie that's more in the action tone and like.
It's a prequel.
Like, when I'm watching this, I'm like, is this the daughter that got killed from the dad or the grandpa?
I think so. I think it's supposed to be a prequel.
It's just like, I don't want this old man painted as a hero and you should feel sorry for him. I don't care. You should just keep him as a weird, creepy guy.
Well, see, that doesn't bother me. The part that worries me, honestly, is some of the shots they showed in the trailer. It's just kind of like a 1-to-1 shots they've used from the first one. It's like, I hope it's not just all carbon copy of the first movie. That'd be really upsetting.
In Predators, where they get stuck on the island, and they're always referencing the first movie or some shit like that.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I didn't watch all the trailers because I didn't want to get spoiled, but I'm just like kind of not interested in watching it because of that reason. How they have a sequel, like a creepy sequel.
Yeah.
Or like maybe a sequel that has a different like person as the villain or something, you know? I don't know.
Right. Well, speaking of horror stuff, you know what's a movie we need to see? Hellraiser. We need to see Hellraiser.
No, I don't know what Hellraiser is about. I just know people like it. That's it.
I mean, hey, that's where Pinhead comes from. And speaking of that, did you hear that he's out in Dead by Daylight?
Who? Pinhead?
Yep. He's in Dead by Daylight.
Shit. Candyman, though. That Candyman movie looks fucking good, though.
Hey, shut up. We're talking about news now. Get the fuck out of here with Candyman. We don't care. He's no slave covered in honey with bees anymore. He's just a scary black man now. Okay? We got enough POCs that are frightening in this world. We don't need another one.
The Black Evil's coming.
Oh no, we traded out the Black Evil from the Fat Evil. That's not good. The Fat Evil was funnier.
She left, and Resident Evil 5, Kajuju came back.
Oh, bring up RE5. I forgot about that. Good old Fat Evil.
So I was watching what the Resident Evil 5 Collector's Edition came, and it's like a necklace that says Kajuju on it that's printed on a African or Africa, like the country shape of Africa.
Yeah,
it says Kajuju on it. And it's like,
boy.
what?
Oh,
what is this?
That seems
that sounds really bad.
That sounds really tasteless.
It's like a necklace too, and it's like I would never ever wear this in public.
That's
ever.
Like saying,
not even private. I wouldn't even wear it. I feel too weird.
That's like saying, really weird. That's like saying if you pre-ordered RE8 and it had the content of Europe and all it said was Cadeau on it from RE8. It's like, oh no, that's not good.
Oh no.
That sounds really bad.
It says Ola, but it's spelled wrong.
But yeah, Hellraiser just got released for Dead by Daylight, and they showed a really brief trailer.
That jank ass game that sucks.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It really seems. It seems.
My PC can play that game, but I'm looking at it like, I just don't care.
I tried to
play Friday the 13th.
I tried it with Fox. That game seems really lenient if you've been playing a long time because you can just keep powering up your existing perks. But
you have upgradable perks. Yeah,
but that's not what I want to talk about. The trailer they showed, I was kind of confused, but I did catch a glimpse of something. So what they showed was just a old CRT, just an old box TV. If you kids don't know, it's literally just think of a box. It's got a screen in front.
TV.
Old box TV.
You had the fat backs on them.
Yep. It was just that, and all it showed was just a fuzzy screen. And my first thought was like, are they gonna put the ring in? People were like, they're not gonna put the ring in. It's like, well, you got fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre and then the Hillbilly.
Really cool. They put the ring in.
They're like, you can't put the ring in. They already had the knockoff. It's like, then stop them from putting Texas Chainsaw when they already had the Hillbilly. So what the fuck are you talking about? But no, the first top comment underneath that was like, oh, it's Hellraiser, because what was it? The bottom of the tape said 1963, which was the year it was released in. If you
I automatically knew.
Yeah, no, that if you looked at the fuzzy TV, it was really, really fuzzy. But if you look closely enough, it looked like the exact same red rose from the movie, from the Hellraiser. And then
I'm not anything about the red rose, so you lost me on that. But I'll believe
it was something that, like, if you played the videotape in, like, people who played the videotape in the movie, like the characters in the movie were like watching something with the red rose, and like Hellraiser showed up from that, and it's like 1-to-1 same shot.
Yeah.
And then something else. There's a faint bell ring, which was how you know Hellraiser's coming. So someone instantly knew, like, oh, it's Hellraiser. But I do like, before Hellraiser came out, people were like posting the Markiplier meme. It was like, this is the boy in 63.
It's so stupid. I love that shit. It's so stupid.
Like, it's Fridays and Freddy's 1963. It's like,
that's pretty fucking funny.
It was really fucking funny, but it's cool to see Hellraiser in. Really cool. But I really would have been laughing more if it was the Markiplier meme. But yeah, um, sorry, what were you saying? Cause right, Candyman, right? It seems
That
okay.
movie looks fucking interesting. I want to see it.
It seems okay. I don't know how to feel about it. It seems very generic.
It just depends how they play it. You know
Yeah,
how they represent, because the character is like,
it just seems really boring. Just because they just portray him now as Bloody Mary. It's like that's it. Okay.
that's how he always was in the last movie, in the first movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. It just depends
But he
how
killed
they
you with
play this character out.
bees.
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends how they play this character out. Because the last one, he was a slave that was hitting on or slept with like a white woman
Yeah,
or something like that. And
it
then
was
this
either the
one,
daughter or the wife
in this one, I
of a
don't
slave
think
owner.
because the I'm going to guess what this movie's about, and it's the black guy who is Candyman is just some guy who was very friendly to kids, and he was just like, I love these kids. They're always good in my neighborhood, and I'm gonna give them candy because that's all they deserve. They've been good kids, and they deserve the best, and
And
I'll
then
give
he's
them what
outed
they
as a
want.
pedophile.
And then somebody's like, "Look at that pedophile!" And he's like, "I don't have candy." As he lifts his arms and his coat opens and candy falls out. He's got candy. He's loving them kids too much, and they kick the shit out of him.
As his
And
crotch is oozing with honey and sugar.
yeah, and then at the end, like the whole thing is gonna be like this because the whole movie's about this. Like, I don't know who he is. He's like some reporter or something like that.
Oh, is it?
I don't know, but the reporter that's doing the research on Candyman
I'll take
is
your word
gonna
for
be
it. 'Cause
like,
the only trailers I've ever seen was just like, oh, look how horrid this movie is. And it's like, it doesn't seem scary.
I bet you the reporter is going to reveal the secret of he was just a normal guy who loved kids and nothing more, and he just kills the people because they're part of the relatives that like ratted him out on something that wasn't true. And when the truth is revealed, he'll live in peace.
The white man was the what to be afraid of. I can't think of that quote. I can't even think of the quote that I'm trying to recite either. Now, fuck.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
at the
like,
end of the movie, you're gonna be like, I hate white women.
yeah. The
Uh,
quote's something like,
I feel
"Oh,
like
it wasn't
it's gonna
it wasn't the man that you trusted. It was the fellow man along your side, or something like that."
something like that. Yeah, exactly, right? I feel like that's gonna be the plot of the movie. And I hope I'm wrong because I really am sick of that shit. Where the villain's not the actual villain, but the person that was helping you all along was the actual villain. That's happened too many times, and I'm sick of it.
Mm. Well, you know. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Make a good movie? I didn't think so. We don't make movies. You know what we do make? Our comments on video games, like Son of the Forest, the sequel to The Forest.
With the zombies and that Black for Blood saying the N word.
Oh yeah.
You make a 64 video on that?
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. But
So funny.
I
Oh,
will.
how did you do that?
I will say though, Back for Blood felt okay. It's really weird how. You know how
Is it still a demo or is the actual game out?
I don't think the game's out. I think it's coming out like a couple months from now. But it was the beta, and what it was is that fucking. It was like Call of Duty. What's it called? Warzone, where it's like every attachment has different perks for a gun. It was like, oh, you pick up this scope, it's got better reload time and faster aim down sights, or if you pick up this scope, it's got better magnification but slightly slower reload time, or like, oh, this one's got faster hip speed fire. It's like, what? Oh no, I don't want to think about this for my fucking horde game. This is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part, like I was telling Fox about, is just like, for a horde game, it felt more like, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, this feels more like Gears of War horde mode, where they throw out like 10 guys at you at a time, than Left 4 Dead horde mode or World War Z horde mode, where it's like they're throwing out like dozens upon dozens upon dozens. It's like, Jesus, when does this stop?
Mm-mm.
It's like, it's two very different horde modes. And it's like, I don't like Back 4 Blood already. I'm glad I played the public beta. It was not good. Is I would just say go back to World War Z if you really want a Left 4 Dead clone, because World War Z's been out for a long time. So
I mean, he got that new DLC where it comes with first person mode, so it could just be straight up
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
That
I honestly might give that a shot because I actually like that game and I want to go back to it, but there's nothing for it. But now they put the first person mode, I might want to because I hate third person controls. They feel really lagging and weird, weird.
that and this feels exactly like one of those things that I was talking to Fox about, where it's like this feels like one of those things where it's like, look at the old developer came back and he's making the thing that he made. And it's like, but he didn't work mainly on it, just like Mighty Number 9. It's like, nice, eat fucking shit, people who love this franchise. It really feels like that. Like, it feels like they remembered the core idea for Left 4 Dead, but they don't remember exactly what made Left 4 Dead Left 4 Dead. It was like, nice. This game feels okay. So, very upsetting. But,
in that game, it made you want to.
yeah, it cut out, but yes, I do want to die. Sons of the Forest. So, they finally put up a new trailer on what's happening with it and why it's been so long since they put a new update. They're revamping everything. They're building everything back from the ground up. They're adding a bunch more new mechanics. Some of the enemies that were in the original game have been remodeled, remade, new visuals, gameplay, enemies. It's just all new. The physics engine's different. The game looks really good. I hope it's multiplayer. The three-legged girl you saw in the very beginning of the trailer, where she's got 3 legs. It seems like she's gonna be like your story mode lady, where I don't know if you're exactly escorting, if you're escorting her or she's like trying to show you locations or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not an enemy. She's gonna be an ally in some sort of capacity. So but they did show a bunch of new enemies and what some of the new varieties of the newer enemies are. And again, looks cool. I'm excited. Can't wait. Looks good. It's coming out at the end. It's coming out before this year ends, so I am excited for that. Actually, I'm looking at my list of things to talk about.
Do you have AI?
Huh?
On your PC or your computer?
Huh?
Or on your Xbox?
What?
Because do you play Silverwolf?
What about Super Wolf?
I got a secret code that gives me the best colors.
No! Editor, cut it out! No! No, I totally forgot. I do have another horror thing. This is probably the last one. Which is Rip Out.
Rip ass?
Rip ass. Good old Rip ass. Rip Out. Fox sent us this little clip on our group chat. Rip Out. And was it monsters can combine with other monsters and get bigger? But honestly, a lot of the gameplay, because it's a 2-player PvE type of thing, a lot of the gunplay in that game reminds me of Half-Life. It seems really interesting because I think it was Wooly. I was watching Wooly play Half-Life, and like one of the weapons you get in that game is you can throw little aliens and they actually kill enemies for you. And that was one of the things in Rip Out. I'm like, this seems interesting. I want to see if this game's good. So that'd be extremely interesting to see if Rip Out is good. I think it's only coming out on PC for the time being. Don't know if it'll actually come out to other stuff, but hopefully that is good. It'd be interesting to see. Going back to Street Fighter, not more talk about Street Fighter 5.
Wait, yes, and yeah. You want to talk about fighting games? Did you want to talk about the new characters?
Well, I did talk about Kira and Oro. Let's talk about Luke. So,
what do you think about his design, and how do you feel about his gameplay?
Luke looks okay. People were giving him so much flack and shit for nothing. It's whatever. I will say, because was it Nakayama, the guy who is now the new lead director for fighting game development? Because fuck Ono, piece of shit. Garbage man.
Your choices for that series?
Yeah, wouldn't say they're great. Anyways,
well, that was the easiest figure to build because StrayDevilFox was harder, but I got Playable with all done.
Live building, boys. There it is. Look at that baby. He's really black. That's a POC wolf if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, you can't see him for shit.
The white really pops.
There you go.
A little bit of blue. A little bit of blue.
Yeah.
Just like that alien. Just like the alien I'm fighting right there in Scott. Ooh, pair that.
He's pretty cool. I like it. He's the third Killer Instinct character I have in my collection. I have Foldor, and I got Shadow Jago, and I got Saber Wolf now.
Right.
I kind of want to buy a second Shadow Jacob just so I can have the fucking extra color. Because Stray has it in his Xbox and it's the best color for Shadow Jacob, and I'm fucking jealous.
Yeah, that dead man, StrayDevilFox. Damn you. Well, I was gonna say, Takayuki Nakayama, the new lead director for Capcom, he says that Luke is not the same Luke from the canceled fighting game Capcom Fighting Jam. Which I
don't know anything about that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, sorry, not Capcom Fighting Jam. Capcom All Stars. Yeah, Capcom All Stars, the one that actually
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Not the canceled one that he did actually find a running build of that's running at the office.
Yeah,
which was the canceled 3D version, which was gonna have a guest character Kyo in it. Yeah. But he says Luke from SF5, which is possibly going to be protagonist of FF6, which is, how do you think about that?
He's going to be the protagonist of SF6. I do not care because the story in SF and Street Fighter universe does not matter to me. It is always evolved around Ryu, and it's always been the same thing. Fighting game or stories and fighting games don't really mix. They're only good for having good action scenes. It's like Street Fighter Alpha, the movie, and then the original Street Fighter 2, the movie. You don't care about the plot. You just want to see the characters do it, like talk about their past, like just for a little bit, talk about their what they're going through and how their daily life is, and blah blah blah. And then you want to see them fight, and then do the moves from the games, and then have them either get the shit kicked out of them or have them kick the shit out of somebody else.
But don't you want to see how strong their cannon power is?
Come together. Then maybe all come together to fight the big threat, which is always like the same fucking villain.
But don't you want to see how strong their cannon power is? Because Armika's stronger than Balrog, confirmed. Which means Balrog's this fucking low-tier jobber.
I mean, it's cool, but I just don't care in between where it's like talking about all the bullshit. I mean, I kind of care about characters interacting with each other. It just sucks. Like, it was always the same couple of characters interacting with each other. There was no Alex. And yes, there was an Alex, but what do? He's sitting on the ropes, waiting to fight, and he talks to Dhalsim.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the new face of Street Fighter, and they did absolutely nothing with him. It's like, nice.
Yeah. At least they made some characters different than what they were from back in the day, because Sagat and Ryu are the same. At least Sagat is interesting because he actually sees what Ryu is going through, and he's like, "Oh shit, it is pretty fucked up."
I was say, Sagat's not the same as Ryu, but then I just thought, like, wait a minute, no, he's exactly just Ryu. I forgot about that. He just sat there and thought about it. It was like, what if I just got the Sassuino? Oh no!
Fuck, I mean, Ultimate Power is great, but I don't know about this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryu. Let's be buds.
I'm sorry, Ryu. That wake up DP was fair.
I'm sorry, Kenpachi Ramasama. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Luke. So, Takayuki Nakayama, Mr. Nakayama says,
How do you feel about him being the main character in SF6?
It's whatever. It's
something SF whatever's after this 5.
Again, it's something different. I'm with what Maximilian said. Something different to the story would be really nice. Because again, like you said earlier, it's like Ryu's been the main protagonist for like the last 30 years. Fucking hell. Give us something new.
Wait, has it been 30? Yeah, because it was the 30th anniversary not long ago. So yeah, it's been 30 years.
Yep. It's been 30 years of Ryu. Get his bitch ass out of here. Let's get someone new. I don't care if he's not the new poster boy.
The first one.
I don't care if he's like, oh, look, he's the new poster boy, but everyone still likes Ryu. It would be the same thing like with Kyo and Terry Bogard. Kyo's the poster boy, but everyone cares more about Terry Bogard.
I don't know if Luke would be the poster boy. I think it'd be Ryu, but Ryu's just like not a character that's really involved.
Think about it. That's how SNK does it. Ever since KOF has started, Kyo's been the main protagonist and poster boy for every game, but everyone likes Terry Bogard more because he's been there for way longer.
Yeah.
It'd be the same way. Just like how Alex was the main poster boy for Third Strike, but everyone's like, well, technically it was Chun-Li because Fight for the Future. That's her ending. But for the first generation, it's supposed to be Alex, but people are like, Ryu, though! Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, again, Mr. Nakayama says that it's not the same Luke from the concept art for
totally different Luke
for Fighting Jam. What complete fucking horseshit! I'm gonna put a collage in that 4th player slot right now. There is so many different character designs for all the fighting, Final Fight characters in there.
The big screen that we usually have in the middle or whatever. Just put it on the big screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No one cares about Scott Pilgrim.
Show them what you mean.
No one cares about Scott Pilgrim. But anyways.
No. Who the fuck cares?
Okay, if anyone knows the Final Fight stage in Street Fighter V, all those characters in the background, all the bosses, they don't have a new redesign. If you go to the archives before that stage came out, before Abigail, every new Final Fight character had a different redesign. So many characters had different redesign. Even Kyle Tavers, the fucking shitty Final Fight Streetwise goddamn game, is canon because Capcom recognizes it. So that means Cody did become a drug addict and then became mayor.
Hey man, that game's that shit. It's great.
I do love the soundtrack. Explosion.
No, you like the remix soundtrack. You don't like the soundtrack.
We don't. I like the soundtrack.
Not all the soundtracks is the Final Fight 1 remix.
No. All the original music. No,
most of the OST is fucking the
hip hop music. Yeah.
Copyrighted songs.
Yeah, it's good. I like the rap music.
No, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
Count. Those are already made. Those are pre-made songs.
Hey, they're good though. I mean,
they're good, but that doesn't count as Final Fight's OST because it's not Final Fight's original songs they've made.
Yeah, but if no one's ever heard of those bands, that'd be their first introduction and be like, "This is a good OST."
This is a good song they picked up from the radio.
Because honestly, I didn't know that in Dead Rising 2 they did the same thing, where I think it's one of the boss themes. I forget which one it is. I think it's when you're fighting TK in the helicopter. That is a copyrighted song from a different band I'd never heard of. And I was like, what's this copyright from? It's like, oh, it's this band. It's like, let me look it up. It's like, oh, yeah, that's them. Never knew them.
Yeah.
I mean, Capcom's been doing that for a long time, so it's whatever.
Right.
But again, hey, I like their copyrighted music, yes. And hey, even the remix songs are really good. A lot of those remixes are really good. But, no, yeah. Fuck you, Mr. Nakayama. That's the same Luke. You can't convince me otherwise. It's the same goddamn Luke. Same hairstyle and everything. You can go shut your nuts up.
Maybe he's saying that like it's the personality that's not the same, but it's the character design that might be the same.
Okay, sure, but you should have just called him something different. Because literally, if you go through all the Final Fight characters, they even have reasons why Rolento will never be in. If they ever made a Final Fight 4, they actually made fake versions of and like mini boss versions of final bosses. So it's like there's a black suit version of Rolento. I forget what his name's called, but it's like, oh, he's obviously just Rolento. They just don't want to put Rolento back in because of Street Fighter reasons. They also have like other bosses from older games, and it's just there's so many designs in it. It's so cool, but it's just like, yeah, no, you're not convinced me that's not the same Luke. It's just a totally different redesign because he was never actually a realized character. So
yeah,
that's completely fine. But what you said a while back, his gameplay though, I mean, people were saying, oh, he's Ed's the proto version of Luke, which I say is completely fair.
That's all I saw. It was just a weird version of Ed.
He looks the same thing as Ed. So I mean.
Yeah. That makes me feel like Ed won't be in the next game.
For better or for worse, I don't know how to feel about it because I do love Ed.
I like Ed.
Ed's fun.
But, yeah.
I don't know. Hard to say. Don't know how to feel about it. I just hope hope Street Fighter 6 is good. Because
they were going for like an MMA like fighter, right? Like. They wanted to go for that look and that design because all his clothes that looks like that because he wears the shorts with the MMA gloves.
You mean like Abel?
I feel like they should have went with an Abel gameplay style where he's like Alex, where he's got attacks and grapples. You know,
but he's got that overhead kick from whatever like Abel, so he must be a clone of Abel.
And, right, like the thing is, it's just like I feel like that's what they should have done. Is made like an Abel like moveset if they're gonna go for MMA because anything he does in that gameplay, there's nothing MMA like it looks nothing like MMA. It's just Ed. It's just boxing. Yeah, he doesn't do any kicks. I didn't see any kicks in that.
No, there is a couple kicks, but it's just mostly boxing MMA, just kind of like Ken, where it's just like, oh look,
it's just like the special input moves, or just punches.
What's I'm saying?
Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like Ken, where it's like, oh look, it's like Ryu, but he does a little bit more kicks. It's like, okay.
It should have been like fucking. He should have been like a stance character. Because MMA is mixed martial arts.
Like Gen, yeah. There's no Gen character. Mixed
martial arts and had like two stances. One is boxing, or like one is like MMA, and then one's like pure martial arts or something. And they totally play different. They should have done some of that. Or like one's like a grappler. Akira's or like a reverse character.
Akira's kind of got that in her V-trigger mode.
Where or he should have been like McWild. He has that stance where he like throws out his chest and you push a button and he does something different.
Well, that's what
he should have been like that.
That's what I was gonna say. What's his name? Akira. Her name, Akira. You know that mode where she gets like the shadow clone type thing? People say it's a shadow clone. I knew it wasn't. Her moveset completely changes to where it's like you literally just don't hit any directions. It's just hit light punch or light kick, and she does a totally different like preset move lists. It's interesting to say the least, but that's like the closest you got to stance switching in that game. But yeah, there's no proper Gen character.
Yeah, I think Luke should have been like that because he's MMA, right? They said he was an MMA character. He should have had a multiple like martial arts like moves in that game because he's somebody that that picks up different move techniques and then throw away the ones that don't work. He should have been someone that like has like a stance thing where he does like a stance and then you press a button and it does this or that, you know? Because when I'm looking at Luke right now, it's just like he's just a boxer and he looks like a ripoff of fucking Ed. Yeah. There's nothing that's mixed martial arts. It's just boxing with a weird
projectile,
psycho punch projectile. Yeah, that's all. And like
engine arms.
It doesn't look interesting at all. I will never play that character. He looks very boring. He's not exciting whatsoever.
I will be interested if people are right that he's going to be the next Captain Commando replacement, which would be upsetting because they remade Captain Commando's face for RE3.
Yeah.
Which is weird. People don't remember that, but he's there. He's the first thing you see when you actually get to walk around.
In the remake.
Yep.
We were talking about, right?
RE3 remake, sorry, yeah. Because he looks just like he looks like Johnny Cage.
He's Chad, bruh. He's Chad.
He looks like Johnny Cage, which is a little
I wonder what the fucking baby looks like. I want to know if he grew up or not.
Yabu. Who knows?
Yabu. He's my favorite character. He's a baby in a casket, piloting in a mech, wearing a fancy suit.
Background's a good game. It is a fun game.
It's a very fun, fucking crazy game.
It's good. Speaking of fighting games, what do you think of Antonov from King of Fighters 15? The mid-boss character.
Skip this. I don't play King of Fighters.
Okay, I'll just say he looks cool. That's all I'll say. Anyways, TMNT to beat him up. It's coming out, right? Looks okay.
Yeah.
Same thing with Millstock Tactics.
Also, it's coming out. Fighting game.
That's true. That's true.
Pretty soon. What do you want to see that hasn't been announced from Nickelodeon side? I want XJ9 because I want the fucking mech with weapons and guns.
Let's talk about that just for a little bit. People who are in the Nickelodeon's Discord, the developers are making right now, they do have an XJ9 emote. So people are like, so she might be in there, confirmed.
That'd be cool.
The emote is there. Same thing with like another character. There's like another emote that's not a playable character they showed, but it's like that could be another character. Who knows?
Kim Possible. That'd be a very cool character. She could be like Orchid.
Oh yeah, Kim Possible's Nickelodeon, isn't she?
She can use that grapple hook.
Which is interesting because
she have an assist attack where she throws Ron.
Or
she'll be like Peach. She'll pull Ron from her back pocket and I'll take all the damage.
Or it could be it could be Shigo. Right?
Ooh, Shigo would be a good pick too. Right? Shigo's a good pick, yeah.
But what I was gonna say was that I'm surprised.
Rugrats would be a good pick. I want to beat up some babies.
Well, you got Reptar.
Oh god, wait. What if Rugrats was in the game? Would they
It's Reptar.
Be like no? Would they model them to be like normal sized babies, so they're like a foot tall, or like human like giant sized babies, where they're as tall as like SpongeBob and like the other like big character?
I think they'd be as tall as Zim, because Zim's kind of short just because of his weird style. He's a little bit shorter, but
fucking funny. They're giant, humongous, ugly-looking babies.
Editor, find the picture where someone drew the fan art of Tommy Pickles, but the kick Jorgen von Strangle off the cliff.
I haven't seen that.
It's
I'll
pretty.
find that clip and I'll have to look that up. I have to look at
Editor found
that.
that picture. It's really funny. But what's it called? Yeah, I'm kind of shocked. There's no like Fairly Odd Parents in there or something like that. You know,
I hope it's Chip Skyler.
that'd be interesting. Or like it's. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't want Vicky, but Vicky would make sense.
Um, I would like to have the Crimson Chin, and I would like to have
That'd
the
be
alien buddy that Timmy has.
That'd be more interesting.
Chad? Is that his name, Chad?
Chad?
Is the alien guy's name Chad?
Who's Chad?
The alien that has all the tentacles, and he's forced to marry that one alien.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Loves Vicky
I think
because
you're
she's
right.
so
I think his
evil.
name is Chad.
I think his name is Chad. God damn it, Chad.
Yeah, good old Chad.
I would think Timmy, as a fighter, he would be like the character where he would walk around and every attack does something he wishes for. Like it sends like a train as like Cosmo, and then like up B or whatever will be like
Right.
Wanda as a helicopter or some shit like that.
I think
It's
Fox.
gonna be like-
I think Fox was talking to me about this. I think he said like instead of Timmy, I think it'd be more interesting if I think his name was Tommy, where it was like the cool version of Timmy with
Mr. Crocker. And
See,
all his bullshit.
that's why I said
his fairy catching stuff.
Exactly. See, for me, I said Mr. Crocker because he's got so many gadgets. It makes sense. StrayDevilFox was saying that it'd probably be Tommy. I think his name is. Where it's Timmy wants like the cooler version of him, so he's got like the unbreakable comb, the sunglasses, the flip in his hair, right? It's just like
No, they wouldn't go that far.
I don't know because they've brought fucking what's his name, Powder Toast Man. That's such a far pick from anything.
Not really. People like Powder Toast Man because he's such a fucking funny character.
But dude, he hasn't been around
He's a parody of Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
But he hasn't been around since the 80s, which is also a weird thing. Just like what's it called?
Exactly, but people like that character.
Well, I was gonna say just like what's it called? That other show. It's that monster show that weird character came from.
Yeah, I don't know that show. I haven't watched it.
Me neither, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because Rugrats had.
But that's one of the main characters from that show. But like, I feel like Timmy, it would be someone that's like one of the side protagonists. Like instantly, you would know.
Right, side protagonist or a villain that fits in just well, which is kind of shocking. Which is kind of shocking to me that Sandy's not in the game.
Oh, man,
but
Chin's in it. Oh, he has a color swap. Oh man, I really hope there's color swaps in that game. Actually,
the Negachin, that'd be good.
That'd be cool. I would like to play as Negachin. It'd be cool. Or the bronze kneecap.
Or what's it called? The Crimson Chin when he's about to go on that date. So he's like, he's still got the outfit on, but he's just wearing a suit over the outfit.
Man, that'd be cool if there was alternate costumes. Something Smash should have done.
They have to.
Smash should have done that.
Well, Smash kind of did. Just Wario, mostly Baby Bowser Jr. got the love for it.
Yeah, but other characters need it.
Yeah, listen, Baby Bowser Jr. and Wario.
Remember fucking Project M on the Wii?
I'll never forget that. All those alternate outfits, man.
All those alternate outfits are so fucking good.
Mewtwo's
Mewtwo's
was
Dead
really
Bowser
good.
is so fucking good.
Mewtwo
was good.
Mm-hmm.
There was Luigi as Mr. L.
Princess Peach.
That was fucking dope.
Princess Peach was good because you got Nurse Peach and then you got Dark Peach from Thousand Year Door, which was good.
Yep, exactly. That was really cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. Even Luigi, I think he got like the
Mr. L.
Yeah, Mr. L. From Super Paper Mario. Oh, that good game.
I mean, at least it's a costume. I mean, it does look cool. He has a little outfit and everything.
Which I'm surprised. Now we're talking about that. I'm surprised they didn't put Bowser with the blue bandana on. Who was like, I think his name's like Boozer. I forget his name. It's something from Super Mario Star Saga, where like he gets like amnesia, so he doesn't know who he is. So he just wears like a big blue bandana and becomes like a petty thief.
I haven't played all the Mario games.
It's fine. It's a really good bit though. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of potential for the Nickelodeon's fighters because there's so many cartoons. You can go so much everywhere. Which I'm trying to think. I think there's that shitty show, which is Scaredy Squirrel. If anyone remembers that, I think that's Nickelodeon. Fuck that show. That show's a piece of shit.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
It's not good. I'll tell you that much. It's bad, man. That's a shit show. Nickelodeon's got a lot of good shows and a lot of bad shows. Oh, wait. I don't think there's a single Rocket Power character in there, is there?
I forgot about Rocket Power. I thought it was a Cartoon Network show, but
Nope.
you know what? He would be a cool character. He'd be the fast one that zips around on a skateboard or rollerblades.
Yeah. There's a good chunk of potential of characters to like. I mean, they got the Loud House. I don't care about Loud House, but I mean, people like it. So
Yeah, of course they put the Lucy, the goth girl, because everybody loves her for specific reasons.
I'm looking at you, Pan. But yeah.
No, not even Pan. He's like, no, because he made that goth girl video. He's like, stop tagging me and all these goth girls. I don't want to fuck all of them. It's just like these two of them. I just like goth girls. It's like, Pan.
I think I pulled
What the fuck?
I think I pulled the one where he's like, oh, what does he say? I think he's like, yeah, goth girls, yeah. I'm just gonna take a break.
I was gonna say, what about Mucha Lucha?
Hold on. Whoa, why is Benoit so loud?
What? Benoit's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Dre's here.
Oh, shit. Hold up.
Man's not dead. Editor, put the crossbow and skulls off his head. He's back. Put the resurrection Gil.
Isn't Mucha Lucha? Weren't they Nickelodeon as well?
No,
Didn't they move to Nickelodeon?
I think
that's Cartoon Network.
Was it Cartoon Network?
I think you're thinking of El Tigre.
Yeah,
That's
probably that one.
That's another luchador show.
They could have done El Tigre.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Who
They could have
knows?
done that, maybe.
We'll just have
We'll have
to
to
see.
see. I can't wait for that game. I want to try it out. It's got rollback. It works online. Confirmed.
See, there you go.
It plays better than Street Fighter, so I'll play that more, honestly.
You know a game that does need that online?
What?
DBC Fighters. That game got
Those
its
new
new
mechanics, though, in that game are pretty good.
I'll say that game got its new updates. It looks really fucking good, but the internet's still not fixed. So it's
Now you're not stunned and fucking blocked forever. You can actually escape from blocking, which is nice.
Only cost a bar, which is fair.
No, it's 2 bars.
2 bars. Well, that's fair because a lot of mechanics they changed. It's like you just gain bar super fast now. It's like okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something. DBC Fighters. And let's just talk about Streets of Rage 4 some more. You know, that rogue mode. Yeah, baby. Mr. X's Nightmare. Yeah, good shit. If you own Streets of Rage 4 right now, I'm looking at you viewers. If you own it right now, buy that DLC. It's $7. You're going to have a lot of fun.
I can look at them. I'll point at them. You talk.
Point at them. Thank you. Buy it now, idiot. What are you doing? Buying games that you're never going to play? That's what I thought. Buy something you're going to play. Good shit. Remade mechanics. Good shit.
Well, there was your advertisement for the podcast there. Buy Streets of Rage 4 now.
You wish I was getting paid for that. That's just a really fucking solid game. It's the best beat 'em up that's existed so far. We'll have to see how TMT goes, but so far Streets of Rage 4 is
I can turn down Jupiter. I can't turn on Benoit. Hey,
I don't know what it is. I feel like with the Scott Pilgrim, when they brought it back, I felt like it came back twice as hard compared to when I first played it over at Pixel Dude's house.
Nah, man, the game's just shit. It's just because games weren't that good back then. There weren't a lot of really refined beat 'em up games. There were some really good ones out there, like Castle Crashers stood up there for a really long time.
Well, I mean, if Ubisoft gives a rat's ass to put any new updates and stuff for it, I doubt it. But I mean, they brought back the one game everybody thought was going to stay off the market forever.
Yeah, and I wish it stayed off the market forever.
And I guess something's better than nothing.
Well, you know which game I wish didn't stay off the market? Metal Slug J. We haven't gotten an update in that game for 4 years. It makes me upset.
At least they're making that new game.
Yeah, Metal Slug Tactics.
We got Tactics now.
Yeah, but it's no Metal Slug J, though. You know, I was really excited about Metal Slug J. But we got Tactics coming out. Looks good. It's different, at least. I mean, hey, who knows? It's not all about the fucking waifus that the Chinese make about in that fucking Metal Slug Attack game. God. That's the one thing I think I've said it before. It's like the new special effects animation team they have for Metal Slug Attack, really good. They know how to do the pixel art. It's just a lot of their new character designs just go into look at all these waifus. It's like, who cares? That's not Metal Slug. Metal Slug was all about the machinery. That's what made it Metal Slug. But oh well.
Fair enough.
Who knows? Maybe Most Like Jay will come out. But I mean, it's only if we get another announcement. Unlike Bayonetta, 7 years in the trash hole. Am I right?
Bayonetta will never come out.
No, it's 7 years too early. Might be going on 8 years now. That is.
Well, I mean, as long as we got other games that are coming out, like Aliens Fireteam, it's supposed to be coming out this month, at least towards the end of this month, I
There's only
believe.
3 people who can play it, so why the fuck would I play that? I could just play Apex. I don't get that. Is that the new thing now? Is that the new marketing? Is to make only 3 players available?
Well, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know when it changed from 4 players to 3 players. I'm not sure what the big deal is with that.
No. First it was a lot of co-op 2-player games. Now it's like 4 co-op player games, and now we're going back to 3. So now maybe the next generation of consoles will go back to 2 players only.
And then some of them are just like, here's 3 players, but you have to be local. It's like, what the? Well, no, it's 4 players, but it's only local. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's like Dragon's Crown. It's like it's only 4 players local, but if you want to play online, you got to play the whole game once. It's like, why would I play the game twice then?
Because you have to beat the game 3 times for the true ending, you idiot. I keep telling you this.
I don't care. Why do I play the game again?
Ah, you have to.
Well, at least most of the first-party games are still doing pretty good, like the Dead Space remake that's been recently announced.
Could be
so apparently they're going to be doing...
Single player, at least. That looks fun.
Yeah.
I've never played any of the Dead Space games.
Dead Space,
It's like Outlast. I've never played any of the Outlast games, and I played the second one like not so long ago when I beat it.
Dead Space could be poopy.
So the first one did really, really good. So now they're going to be remaking the first game. They're going to be rebuilding it from scratch. So it's going to have new elements and stuff in there, but they're going to try to keep some of the old elements of the original Dead Space games. But I'm ready for another good scare. It's been a good minute since I played a pretty scary game.
All I'm hearing is this is an easy way for them to fuck up, just like other companies fucked up. I mean, it doesn't sound hard, but they've done it before. Look at Arc Systems with fucking Double Dragon 4. That was pretty goddamn shit. Look at fucking Battletoads. I think the gameplay in that is fine. It's just those minigames stay way too long. And that's what made it pretty damn shit. Actually, we were talking about before with Perfect Dark. Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero. That's pretty fucking goddamn bad.
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool that they're bringing some games back from the past. So, like Cruisin' Blast, it was originally like a arcade game, and since that's going to be coming out here pretty soon, we'll be able to get a chance to see how it ports over to the Switch version. I'm a little worried.
It's not that old. It's only 3 years old or something like that, right? It's not extremely that old. Cruisin' Blast isn't super old, but it is surprising to see. I keep forgetting the company's name. Thrill something, but it is interesting to see that they're actually finally putting those games back on the consoles after like 19 years or some horseshit. Because me and Julian, we actually went back to play Cruisin'. It wasn't Cruisin' USA. What was it, Julian? Was it just called Cruisin'?
64.
Yeah, I think it was just called Cruisin' on the 64. And whoa, that
Cruisin' USA.
Was it USA? I forget.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, but yeah, their 64 port does not hold up. It's pretty. So hopefully they get back into the game, making home ports again, because this could be a big return.
Right.
Because this whole COVID thing's been a big damper on arcades.
Yeah.
So you're talking about games coming back. We're getting Sonic Colors again. It's been on the Wii since like 2007. We gotta get it off that console, man. It's dead. The DS
I gotta say, I saw
okay.
some of the gameplay for Sonic Colors. Can't say I'm a big fan of it, even though I don't play Sonic games. I just felt like the ghosts or the little
the colors,
altercation.
We'll just call them colors.
Yeah, it makes Sonic look fucking weird. Whenever he takes on
I'll take your word for it.
Honestly,
I own the Wii version, but I never actually played it because I found it really cheap. This actually be interesting because I can talk about. Have you guys ever tried DS demos back in the day?
No.
DS.
So,
like the Nintendo DS demos?
Yeah. Have you ever tried to play? Like, do you know how to download a DS demo?
I think I might have downloaded some, but I completely threw it out from my head. I play I played. I think there was like some. I think it was either Pokemon demos or they were
Sounds about right.
just random demos that I thought would interest me. But I was like,
Because Sonic Colors on the DS was a demo along with Rhythm Beat Heaven on the DS. But the only way you can get those demos was if I think you had to own a DSi. Was you had to fucking go open your Wii, open like a certain shop, go to that webpage, and retrieve the demo from the Wii to fucking send that data to your DSi. And that's the only way you can play a demo. And
what the fuck is that about? Jesus.
and if you close, I want to say, if you close the screen of your DSi, that would cancel out the demo. Shit was whack. I remember I was like, man, this DS demo shit's weird, but that's how I did play it. That's how I did play Sonic Colors on the DS. I did play that demo version. It felt fine. It was all right. 2D platformer. I think it was 2.5D. It was okay. Nothing wrong with it. Rhythm Heaven was all right. But yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, to kind of give some more spotlight onto some of the other games. Did you guys already talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt?
No. We can't talk about it. I can't stream it. I can't show this footage I recorded right here where I blast him into the water. No, sirree. Editor, take that out. How dare you show that? I'm firing you.
Well, I mean, even though technically we can't really talk about too much about the game, what do you think about the overall gameplay? Does it hold up pretty solid?
Yeah, I still like it a whole lot. I think it's just a more solid version of Prop Hunt on Gmod. You say my fucking plug for Streets of Rage was there. Fucking plug prop. I wish I keep calling it Prop Hunt now because that's all it is. Midnight Ghost Hunt. I wish that game was just out of alpha, just so they can just keep working on it and it's just open to the public, because that game is just so solid overall. It's just a really fun game. Just
right.
Hope they just release it soon and just keep working on it for years to come.
Right, and then it's kind of unfortunate that I didn't have my graphics card just yet, so that way I would have been able to play with TheHandsomeKat. But yeah, good news. I guess it's a good chance to get word out. I finally got my graphics card, so I'll be able to put that into my PC, and I'll be able to with everybody else. So that'd be great.
So the good news is he's got his graphics card. The bad news is now he's got another porn virus, so he's got to get another graphics card.
It's been outdated within 1 second. But in any case, I mean, that was a pretty good segue into giving some Midnight Ghost Hunt some spotlight. So if you guys have not played the game or not played the beta, you can look up their Discord, so that way you can. The thing is, it kind of sucks because it's a lottery. You have to win some of their keys to be able to play the beta for Midnight Ghost Hunt. But if you get the chance to get a key and play it, man, it is tons of fun. And like TheHandsomeKat was saying, I myself wish the game was already out and they could just make more.
We don't have the key right here.
Honestly, if they did microtransactions on it, I wouldn't be too upset because it's already a pretty good game so far.
I mean, if anybody needs a key, I have an extra key.
The key to your house? I'm coming in.
The funnest mechanic, which honestly it sells the game for me, which makes it like the best prop hunt. They do have some other stuff they just added in, which is
I don't know if you can go into too much detail about it though.
Whatever. Sue me. Fucking, you can throw your voice. It's the first game I've ever actually seen that you can actually throw your voice, and that's so fucking cool. It's the greatest shit. So you can be like on one side of the map, and you have a little pointer to where you can point at the other side of the map, and it makes it sound like your voice is coming from where you're pointing at. It's super cool. That's the funnest mechanic.
Definitely check it out. I definitely think it's worth the look at.
The development's only gotten better. I think it's a really fun game. If they come at me saying don't talk about it, I'm sorry, because I only got good things to say about the game. It's really fun.
Oh man. But in another sense, Gigabash. I know that you guys haven't really kept up with it.
I think you're the only one who does keep up with it.
Honestly, I think the game is really cool for what it is because there isn't really too many kaiju games, and
you're not looking hard enough. I have a bunch on my wish list on Steam.
Really? Well, in any case, Gigabash looks pretty cool. They just introduced a new plant-based kaiju. The plant-based kaiju character is called Rohana, and apparently it's based off of the Malaysian lore, and it has to do with I think it's like giving back to the forest or whatever. And so this character is a sort of mid to long range character that has an insane amount of combos, and one of the abilities is to summon the sort of like the colossal from DMC5, V's familiar, that big giant familiar.
Yeah.
So apparently that character can summon him. I was like, that's crazy looking, but yeah, I've just seen more and more good things about it coming out. I'm just so upset that they haven't really put any demos out for it yet. They're still working out the kinks and everything, of course, but apparently they have betas and stuff going on. I'm not quite sure how to get in touch with the beta. I would like for them to send me a key through Discord since I'm on their Discord page. But if I can get the chance to play the demo, I would be more than happy to talk about it on the next podcast, whenever it is. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm super excited. So apparently it's just going to be on Steam for the time being. Yeah. And then another news, I sent TheHandsomeKat another game trailer called Faith of Dance Chant, which is a sort of like Chinese old style movie game where right. So yeah, it's about a father that's fighting demons. You can apparently they showed in the trailer where you can run up bamboo, chop up pieces of the bamboo, and use it as projectiles to kind of hit the throw towards demons and everything, which is kind of cool. The voice acting for it probably needs a little bit of work, though.
In theory, it sounds pretty cool. The combat looks a little, it looks okay. But yeah, the voice acting is easily the most questionable part. It is kind of rough. The fucking
at least more questionable.
The main character's little daughter sounds like fucking Kid Gohan. Goku, I'm getting hungry. Where's my apples? Like, God, what the fuck's this voice acting?
Daddy,
fish.
Yeah, it's not good. It's
So I totally got my my thoughts wrong on the Candyman. So apparently, the story of the Candyman in the new movie is the Candyman wasn't actually like a pedophile. He was actually a nice dude that was just handing candy out to kids.
Yep. Okay. Next topic. Joan called it. Joan fucking called it. We were just talking about this at the very beginning.
I watched half of a trailer, and I instantly called it. You can go back to the podcast earlier, and you can see how I just called it.
That's
I called it the same way how I called on fucking Black Widow too.
That's funny. But yeah.
Heading back to games, so they announced another trailer for Stray. So what it is you play as a stray cat in a sort of futuristic utopia where everybody's basically robots. You try to figure out what happened to the civilization and how it advanced so far. And you would, since you play as a stray cat, you would think, how interesting is this going to be, considering it sounds like a walking simulator. So they recently introduced some enemies in the new trailer, where the enemies are sort of like almost tick-like creatures that are sensitive to ultraviolet light. You can actually upgrade things from your cat, because I believe the cat picks up a sort of like, I want to say a backpack sort of thing, and it's this little robot actually sends out a UV light, so that way you can actually get through all the enemies. So it's pretty interesting. It's a different take on some gameplay, since I'm not trying to keep it to sort of like one game where it's like fighting and other stuff. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
If I'm gonna play as a cat, I'm gonna play Life is Good by Swery. I want to see more what he can make. He makes his universes really interesting. except with the ending with DP2. It should have been more grimy.
Oh, so another thing. There's this game that was announced. I think it's going to be for the Switch, but you guys might be interested because it's got the sort of same gameplay style as Max Payne. It's called El Paso Elsewhere. So you're basically playing Max Payne. You're basically playing Max Payne back on the, I think, PlayStation 2 with you're basically in hell. And it's kind of cool because you're fighting demons and everything. So I was like, that's actually kind of cool. We got the whole slow motion sort of dodge rolls from Max Payne, and I believe to get to the next level, you have to like almost snake your way around from one of the scenes of Max Payne where there's like a little blood trail of from your family getting murdered or something like that, if I can remember right from the Max Payne games. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't played Max Payne in a really long minute, so that might be interesting to look at.
Hard to say for me. I've only played Max Payne 2 for like an hour or two, so I mean, I don't know.
What did you think of Max Payne 2?
I don't know. It felt okay. It felt like an Xbox. It felt like an Xbox original game. It felt dated. It felt okay.
Okay, fair enough. I did also find another game called Song of Horror, which kind of takes some aspects of
isn't that really old news?
I would say Resident Evil 1, where you have like fixed cameras and stuff, and it's got horror aspects of it, of course, since it is called Song of Horror. But
I know what game I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Song of the Deep or some shit like that. I was like, why do I feel like I keep hearing this? I'm thinking of a completely different game that's been in the works forever.
Yeah, so Song of Horror. So apparently, there's like some haunted mansion and everything. There's some song that plays in the mansion or whatever, and upon hearing it, it sends you into some sort of like ghost realm or something like that, and you're trying to escape your way out of it. So I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. You got a haunted song going around. It's like, if elevator music isn't bad enough for you, there you go. You got a game about it. Yeah, but except you're in a mansion.
Well, you know what you guys need to play? You guys need to play Cultic. You want to talk about good games? Yeah, you gotta play Cultic, baby. You guys enjoyed You guys enjoyed Doom 2016? Well, it's by the same guy who worked on the original shit back in the day. Fucking the old PC jank. Yeah, Cultic, baby. That's some good shit right there. It's only a demo so far on PC, but it's pretty goddamn good. You can fucking punch a kick at the same time like good old Duke Nukem. So that'll give you an impression of how that plays.
Honestly,
it's good though, because hey, that guy refined a lot of that old gameplay, so that's some really fun shit. You should actually try it out, John. I think you'll like it.
You guys are probably gonna give me shit for this, but honestly, I'm seeing that too many developers are trying to go for the fucking Doom route. I'm seeing a bunch of fucking FPS Doom-like replicas, and I'm fucking tired of it. I'm honestly tired of it.
Well, it's been around forever. What can you say? What are you gonna do? The whole Call of Duty shooting boot? And that's the same genre forever. It's hard to reinvent something new when it's already been done. You have to really think outside the box if you want to reinvent something new.
Yeah, but it's like too many developers seem to be making stuff too closely resemble to Doom. I'm like, after playing Doom 4, I was like, I'm okay. I'm done.
Hey, I'm willing to play anything that's Doom-like, as long as it's not fucking Doom Eternal. I don't like Doom Eternal. You can go suck it.
Doom Eternal's too much.
It's not Doom. It's a different game.
For me, Doom 4 and Doom Eternal, both stories were fucking short, and that just kind of pissed me off. I'm like, dude, it's fucking hella short.
That's Doom games in general. You're expecting story in Doom games? You're in completely the wrong genre, my good friend.
I would like a little more gameplay, though. It's like, do something to kind of extend the gameplay here. I mean, you could always switch to hard mode and everything, but it's like,
just go to the versus mode. Everyone used to shotguns.
Yeah, man.
Running gun.
You get a shotgun. I get a shotgun. We get shotguns.
He, she, we be shotgun. Yeah.
I have another game I'm looking at too.
Like, just expand the word of buck up and drive. Yeah.
Bucket Up Drive, what a shitty game. I love it a lot. Yeah, if you guys know what Bucket Up Drive is, that is a good ass game. You guys would love Outrun 2. Well, make that a hyper version. Make it Outrun 3 called Bucket Up Drive. That is a fun ass game. The guy's selling it for like $7. I want to say it's like literally only $7 right now. That is easily worth $7. It is procedurally generated, so the map's never gonna be the same. Right now, he only has 7 maps in the current demo. I think there's gonna be like 13 backgrounds you can choose from when you're driving around.
Drive, more like fucked up in drive, because I'm gonna tell you that whoever's in the driver's seat's probably got scrambled brains harder than scrambled eggs. Because God, those flippy dippies, holy shit!
Hey man, he's like a Tony Hawk pro skater. Just
I don't know. Man, I mean, they definitely won up Tony Hawk because he flipped the whole damn car onto some railing. Like, holy shit!
Fuck yeah, the game's good. The game's really fun.
Yeah, for what it is and its development process for the time being, it's like, holy shit, the game holds up really well.
Yeah, Buck Up Drive, good shit. Yeah, you guys want to check out that? Yeah, I'd say Buck Up Drive, $7. I'll put the link in the description below because that is a game I think everyone should play. Same with Cultic. It's just a demo so far, but that is a really good game. Because like they say, good games don't have to be expensive. They really don't.
No, they gotta be expensive. Fucking.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I paid. That's why I put $50 into my MOBAs every year.
If you're looking for other first-person shooters, I kind of like Doom, and they look fun. Check out Forgive Me Father on Steam. Another game I kind of found on Twitter.
Creepy Father? Is that what you said?
Forgive Me Father. It's drawn in a comic book art style,
I think
where a lot of the shading is pure black, and it's a lot of the light is just very fucking bright.
Right. I think Forgive Me Father made me think of that other game I was playing. I can't think what it's called right now. It was really short. A really short game. You played it at my house, where it's just like same thing. It's procedurally generated. You just run a gun real quick. I think it reminded me of that, just probably longer, because that game was pretty good. I put the game I'm thinking of right here.
Oh, that's right. I'm still
talking
debating
about cruising, but we never talked about it. And I was just going to ask you if you're going to get the Hot Wheels game. I take more interest in that because even though it's not as crazy as cruising, I like the customization of tracks and making your own.
Right, and as I was telling TheHandsomeKat off stream and stuff, we looked more into the game trailer. So apparently you can build onto environmentals, but it's all limited to how much you can actually build, because they have like a sort of like a data build gauge where it takes up a certain like memory of being able to build a track. So you actually have to be able to complete the track in order for you to actually post it and have other people race on it. So which makes
like the Mario stage thing, where it's like you can't make something impossible and then just expect people to play it and then figure it out themselves. You know?
Oh man, I want everybody to fall into the abyss as soon as they get off that starting line. If I can't win, nobody can.
See, that's what makes games not fun anymore. People like you is the problem.
I feel like I'm just leaning more towards Cruise and Blast, just because it's a little more flippy dips and craziness.
Say it's more chaotic. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you guys should shut your nuts and play Buck Up and Drive. Buck Up and Drive is a good game. Looks like Outrun 3. I already talked about this. Joan, if you're going to get it, I'll get it.
Yeah, are we talking about Cruise and Blast, or are we talking about Hot Wheels?
Both.
Both. I'm not going to get Cruise and Blast because I played the other arcade games and they're kind of the same a little bit. So I'll probably just go with Hot Wheels because I'm more interested in the I love the aesthetic of like what's that game we have that's fucking like you're like toy soldiers and you're like in the big environment.
Hypercharged Unboxed.
I love that aesthetic of being something very small and then the world around you is just very big and normal to us, but to you as the gamer is very abstract. So I'm more interested in that. So I kind of want to mess with that and fuck around with making my own tracks and stuff like that. So I think I'm more interested in getting that game.
Whew. Man, covered a bunch of games.
Yeah, we still got more. So, No More Heroes 3 coming out real soon, coming out on the 27th. We got less than a week, baby, coming out. I'm going to shove this podcast out as fast as I can so it doesn't get dated. It's not going to get dated.
As someone who loves the fucking No More Heroes series, I'm very glad that No More Heroes 3 looks way better than what we got which was 2.1 or 2.5.
2.5.
No, it was like
It was 2.5.
yeah, it's 2.5. Yeah.
No More Heroes 3 is coming out. EDF 6. They finally showed off another trailer coming out at the end of this year. The reason it took so long, they remade a bunch of models and they remade a bunch of textures, which is why it took such a long time.
You tell me this.
I thought I did.
No.
Well,
Send me the link right now in Discord.
can you read Japanese?
No, but I'll watch it.
Okay. You got it. You got it. But yeah, the EDF 6 looks really good. What do you got to say, huh, Fox?
I don't know if you know, but apparently there's a WarioWare demo.
Yes, I do. Who cares? Just let the game come out. I don't care. It's just a demo.
Have you tried the demo?
No, I'll wait till the game comes out.
I mean, it's just a bunch of games.
He's saving his
Exactly. It's all it is. It's just mini games. Oh, look, I can play mini games for free. That's fine. That's whatever.
Look it up right now. I gotta see this.
Oh, okay, I'll look it up. Okay. Other news, we also got Bomber Cyberpunk. They showed off more gameplay. Now they're
skateboarding.
Yep. So it's not just
now I care because honestly, when I play Jet Set Radio, I'm like I'm not really into the whole like grinding with your like skates. I was never really into that. I was more into skateboarding like Tony Hawk because that's what I grew up on. When I saw they had skateboarding, I'm like, okay, fuck, I might just get this game now because they have skateboarding.
So it's not just the only added skateboarding. It's that like, oh, now it's a mix of Jet Set Radio with Tony Hawk, so that you can actually do tricks while you're skateboarding.
Yeah. Yep.
And even
that's
roller
what
skates.
I
It's like,
in.
It's just like, yeah, I'm super down. I'm glad they're actually doing. They're doing the thing Sega won't. So fuck you, Sega. Eat my shit. They did confirm that it is going to come out on PC and Switch at the beginning, and then every console later. So they definitely know their audience.
Well, now I could just play that game at a solid 60 without having to rely on the Switch.
Or play it on the go, whichever you prefer. Future cars
for
are
realsies though. For realsies though, I gotta drop out because some family came in.
Well, get out of here. You're dead to me again. Editor, put the skull and crossbones back on his face.
I did. I came back to life for just 1 second, just like Brave Little Toasters.
Yeah, except we won't bring you back this time.
The next movie, and then I come back alive again.
Yeah, we won't bring you back again. Alright, okay, now we get rid of that loser. Now we're going to talk about the real shit. So, Battlefield 2042, I didn't want to bring this up while he was here, because that game looks like ass.
It's okay. Just looks like the other Battlefield games. I'm fine. I don't need to play it.
You would have thunk.
I live without it.
Yeah, I can live without it too. Pokemon Unite, it's out. It's a MOBA.
I played it. It's not as bad. It just kind of sucks that you kind of get stuck with playing people who put a lot of money into it.
Yeah. Hunters Arena Legends, it came out. You still haven't played it yet, have you?
No. You guys should talk it so much I didn't care.
I mean, we're still playing it. Me and StrayDevilFox are still playing it. It's fine. It's okay. It's a little jank. It's just really hard to say if it's worth it. It's really hard to say if it's worth it just because of what's it called? It's the stamina gauge they put in it. It's just so baffling. Everything you do costs stamina. If you block, it costs stamina. It's just a real problem because then, like, if you try to run away, the people running after you get a speed boost. If you run away, you just gotta get real lucky that they get distracted by a different team. Hunters Arena Legends, it's okay. Naraka Blade Point, I think it's just a better version of Hunters. Kind of sucks. It costs some money. Honestly, I think it's better. It feels better. Just to cover topics, Pokemon and Pokemon Arceus, I think it's called. What do you think?
Is that the new one that's coming out?
Yeah.
I don't care. You can skip that.
That's fine. It looks really just okay. Just play Monster Hunter Stories 2. It's probably going to have more animations. It already looks more flashy than Pokemon. The only thing we'll say, though, do you want to date your Pokemon?
No, I don't want to fuck my Pokemon, and I'm fine.
Are you sure? It's canon. It's canon, though. They date their Pokemon.
Is it like Monster Hunter, where it's canon now?
Yeah, Monster Hunter Stories made that canon, so it's canon. You can fuck your cats.
How far would you go into dating your Pokemon?
All the way.
You gonna fuck it?
Yeah.
Which Pokemon would you fuck? What's the hottest Pokemon you would fuck, and what's the ugliest Pokemon you would like?
I don't want to say Gardevoir.
You sure you stick your dick in that?
I don't want to say Gardevoir because it's such a basic bitch answer, you know.
Such an easy answer.
I'm trying to think. What's a girl Pokemon I would fuck?
I would be Jinx.
Oh god, that's pretty ugly. See, I choose Ditto because Ditto could be anything. It could just see Ditto could be the hottest or the ugliest one. I could just
She got them lips.
What about Gardos? He's got those lips too.
No, it's got to be Jinx all the way.
What about Magikarp? He's got the lips.
They're all female. There can be no mistake.
Feebas? Feebas got those lips. See? You can't back out now. All these Pokemon got these lips. How about...
Nope, it's Jinx
how
all
about,
the way.
How about
She's got a
Blastoise?
bra and she's got big lips and long hair.
Blastoise?
Good enough.
Blastoise got those lips.
No, it doesn't represent a woman.
Hey, it's a female, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not confirmed.
Have you seen the gender sign? It's a female.
That's not good enough.
Yeah. I'm still trying to think. What's a Pokemon date? I can't even think. I don't know. Maybe be a legendary. I'm sure there's a cool legendary out there. I don't know any Pokemon.
PNC.
You know what? Oh, you know what Pokemon I go all the way with? The Gears. It's a cock ring.
Oh no. Oh no.
I got it. I nailed it. Woohoo! I win, baby.
I'm glad you won this fucking freak show question.
Okay, anyways, Monster Hunter Stories 2. Would I fuck a cat? Yes, let's go on. Moving on. Sonic Robo Blast 2. Have you heard of that?
No, I didn't play the Sonic games back as a kid, so I don't know anything about Sonic. The only Sonic game I've played is Mania 1 and 2 and Sonic Heroes on a GameCube demo at Hastings.
I actually played Sonic Heroes at Bart. Remember Bart? Sean?
Yeah, Bart's house.
Yeah, I played it. I put it over there. Anyways, Sonic Robo Blast 2, it's a fan game. Basically, it's just what if we actually made a 3D Sonic game that actually felt fast, moved like a Sonic game, except it still had the old 2D sprites. So they custom handmade a bunch of 2D sprites. The game looks really cool, really good. It's free, looks fun. The reason it's called Robo Blast 2 is because there's a really shitty web game called Robo Blast 1. It's not good. It's really not. It's really poorly drawn, so it's surprising how number 2 tremendously improves on the first one. So yeah, Sonic Robo Blast 2 looks really cool. The final topics we will talk about. I wish Fox was here. Have you seen anything of the future cars that are coming out?
The future cars? Like, what do you mean?
But the cars that look completely different, like the ones like the.
You mean that 64 car I saw on Twitter?
Was it that black one that looked really chunky?
Yeah, there's another one that came out that came from a car show, and it looked like it had inflation porn injected into the car.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I kind of like it because it looks like a fucking cartoon car. I'll have to fucking find it.
That's weird, because, yeah, I know there's that one I showed you is that black, really boxy car. It's like, man, that's the most polygonal car I've ever seen.
I instantly found it.
You have to send me that.
Let me copy. Oops. Don't click on the link. I just want that picture, please. Copy. Discord. Paste.
Send me, please. I need to see with my tool-beared eyes.
There you go.
What? Woo! That is. That's like if.
Did you see the title I put on it?
That's like fuck car.
But good. It's so bad you can't pronounce it right. Fuck good.
That's like if Flubber became a car, man.
It's a fucking.
It's a.
Can you please put that as part of the? Can you make an N64 poster, like the front cover of an N64 cartridge, and have this be the Cruising Blast car, and put Cruising Blast as the logo?
Yeah. Editor, do it. That'd be really good.
Or just give me the Hot Wheels. Whatever you feel like. Either make the Hot Wheels cover or make a Cruising Blast cover. Have this car be the main car.
Man, that car is funny. I really do dig it.
Wait. What's the question? Wait, if you had a chance to win a car that was either this or the N64 untextured car, what would you choose?
I choose the untextured N64 car.
You choose that car?
That bubble car is really good though. That's a good contender.
I choose the Volvo car. It looks more safe. It looks like I'll just bounce off when I get in a car.
Yeah, but see, my political car is so sharp it would cut anyone.
Exactly. You'll be charged with murder. With me, I'll charge them for getting me in a car wreck, but at least I'll fly 50 feet in the sky and land just fine with all my bubble wrap car.
It's like a GTA cheat mod. Like, that went wrong. It's really funny looking. I love it. That's really good. Well, that's a future car, but have you seen... I forget the name of the company. It might be Ford. It might be like Pegasus. I don't know. It might be one of those really expensive, like super race charge company, super car companies. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know car companies, but you know what I'm talking about, right? They make like the F1 NASCARs and all that bullshit. They make the Ferraris and all that. Anyways, Fox showed me this. That car. Like, because he was saying, like, oh, this car is, like, driving sideways. It's not. It does drive sideways. It looks like the lazy man's drift. It just looks really slow at drifting. It is probably the most interesting and probably what we're going to get to the future of cars now. Because how it drives is that it reads your heartbeat. So think of just, like, a joystick where the shift gears would be, right?
Yeah.
But that's all that's in the car. You got 4 seats in the car and just that thing in the middle.
What?
And the driver who puts his hand over that little gear shift, it'll pop up, touch their hands, it'll read your heartbeat, and then it reads on where you want to go. Dude, like that shit's whack. Well, like, yeah, like you can do it in heartbeat mode, but if it's in just like the rest mode, if you tap it, it'll pop the whole thing up and you can control it manually.
Kind of weird. That's fucking weird.
It is.
Like that.
It's an extremely weird car. It's so future-like, though. It's like, man, this is where the future of cars is going. It's like, I can definitely see it. It's so left field.
You can fuck with this.
I can fuck with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. It's super cool.
I can't fuck with that. I can't. I mean, that's just weird.
The only thing that looks weird is
up and I just die.
The only thing that looks weird is that I don't know if that thing goes really fast. I can't imagine that thing would go really fast.
How much more power does that thing have?
It seems more like a big city car, whereas like traffic's so heavy you can't really go fast. So it seems like that kind of ordeal. But it seems cool. It looks awesome. If that's where the future of cars are going, sign me up. I'm down. Well, that's the end of the podcast. You got anything else you want to say?
Maybe I might think about starting a stream. Me just playing, drawing and bullshit. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I might want to, but I don't know. You gotta put some thought into that.
All right. Well, don't forget, guys. Like I said at the beginning, I do stream. Unfortunately, at 3 in the morning. It's the only time I have. But it is there.
You got time after work.
Dude, I'm so exhausted after work. I only have like an hour.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't. It's easier for me to do work right before I go to work. It's hard to do more work after I'm done with a 10-hour shift of work.
That's how it's got to be, man.
Well, I can do work before more work, so that's how I do it. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. If you want to see that, links in the description below. I'll be doing that, but I'm sure it'll change really shortly since school's about to start. So my schedules will change to probably night shifts, so I'll be streaming at more feasible hours. And with that, before we end this podcast, Julian, it is your choice on what the game in the background should be. What will it be?
Can you put "We Are Giga Chad" full remix?
It's a game. Game in background.
No, but I want that as the ending song.
I don't. Editor, put that in. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it'll be okay. I hope it's okay.
Here, I'll send the link right now.
Oh no.
There.
Is it bad?
There. No, it's not bad. It's just fucking stupid.
Is it raunchy?
No.
It's
The video game? Fuck. Put Third Strike on. No. Put Marvel's Capcom 2 on next week, and then we can put that remix of the clock stage.
okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, because that fucking NPC2 clock stage theme fucking slaps.
It's slick. It's pretty slick.
Jazzy.
I don't know if actually no, I think I do have a version of MVC2 somewhere, so that shouldn't be too hard. And with that, that is the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you guys.
I can't promise you when we'll do another one. It's really hard to say when we will, but we'll do another one. I'll show you my projects. Don't worry. I'm working on things.
If doing it in the morning, maybe it might be easier for Benai or something, or Stray, whatever you want to call him.
You know, he was the one who said he wanted to do it Saturday, and yet he didn't even show up for most of it.
Hey, I'd rather do it when there's more daytime, so maybe we can do it in the morning. Make it more Friday morning podcast or Saturday morning podcast. Hey, like Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah.
Well, hey, once my schedule changes, it'll be a lot easier to do it during the mornings instead of more at nights.
Yeah.
So
Might have to do that.
So that'll change within a couple weeks from now. So hopefully it will all go good.
Alright, I guess that's the end of it.
Yep, see you later. And see you guys never. Yeah.
See you later, bitch.
Oh, you can't say that.